Shh.
Here's the trophy collection, because in the PS3 some games have a trophy collection. I actually do have a game, Motorstorm, very ripped. I got, it says here 2%, and here I got like all the trophies I could possibly get. But of course I've only got 2 bronze, because here at the top, it's armor or other 49 trophies, which is platinum. It's probably like 1 platinum in every game. That's for a total of 1 hour, and successfully landed a jump of 185 meters or more.
What is up, guys? My name is Jake. I like trophies, and today we are going to reminisce over some trophies. We're not earning them today. We're not popping them, but you know, we're gonna look over them. As you can see, I've just gotten over the 8,500 trophy mark. That is very exciting after 15 plus years of trophy hunting. And I thought today, at the end of September, you know, as Green Day alluded to, September is about to end, and I thought it would be cool to do our first of hopefully many trophy collection updates. So shall we jump right in? I know there's a cat right there that's very exciting, but we're gonna move right past that. So here we go. Here are my trophies, and we're just gonna scroll through them all. And if you want to slow the video down and look at them all and appreciate them, that would be fantastic. And then as soon as we get to the bottom, we're gonna end the video. Thanks for watching. I'm just kidding. No, we're not going to do it this way. I tried to do a video like this a couple of months ago. I streamed it. I mean, literally just going one by one, this whole list. And it was 3.5 hours long, and I think it was very, very, very boring. So we're going to do this a different way. We're going to categorize these. And to do that, we're going to use my good friend, PSNProfiles, a fantastic website. If you're a trophy hunter and don't know about this website, I don't know what you're doing. You got to get onto it, but this is absolutely brilliant, and it will let you categorize trophies. So I think we're going to desperately need that today. So we're going to try and do this in under an hour. Hopefully a lot of fun for you, and maybe this is something we could do every few months or every 6 months as we pop some more trophies. So the best way to do this, I think, is to break it up into 2 chunks. So here we go. We're going to start with all of the 100%. And it's right now in order of most recently completed. This is inclusive of games that I've 100%ed with a platinum and those without a platinum. There's only 2, I think, that I've got the platinum for and not 100%. Oh, sorry, I talked about this 3. Right. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. They've added 1 pesky little trophy. And I do have a video on this channel for these trophies right here. I do need to go back and play the story in the chronological mode, which is exciting. But once I've done that, that's that. Uncharted 3 has a bunch of multiplayer trophies I never got to, and the servers are down. So as you can see, they're highlighted. There's just no way. I'm never going to be able to 100% this, unfortunately. And then Resogun, which I guess is still possible. There's, which one of it here? This is actually local co-op, so I need a friend to help me out with this one. And then some of these I recall being difficult, but it's been a long time. I mean, look, I actually went back in 2020 to pop some of these trophies, but otherwise 2013, 2013, 2013, 2014. It's been a long time. So those are the only exceptions right there. Games I've got the platinum for, but not 100%. Let's focus now on the 100%. So there's 173 games here. And that is inclusive mostly of these 137 plats. And I figure let's start with the 100%, because these are games I would have probably a lot more to say about than games that are, you know, 50% or 30% or even 1%. I've got a lot of 1% in here. Don't you worry about that. So we'll get to those soon. I'm just thinking the best way to do this. I guess we could just go to the bottom. Here we go. So starting off with my very first platinum trophy, Terminator Salvation, October 2010. So I've been earning trophies on this account since March 2010. So it actually did take me a while to get my first platinum. There's a bit of, I've noticed this because at the time, this almost felt like a cheeky plat. Look, it's 11 golds and you just got to beat the game on hard difficulty. You can do it in co-op with a friend. So you can just do, and that is how I actually did it. Me and a friend came over. we pulled an all-nighter and just smashed this out. I mean, you can actually see it. I think I did the first couple chapters on the 4th. Yeah, it came back in October, 10 p.m., 10:46, 11:44, 12:20. Oh, wow. It's a 6-minute chapter. What's going on there? So you could see... Okay, it wasn't quite an all-nighter. Oh, no, it's not a 6-minute. Look, it's 12:14 a.m., and then we went to bed, and then we finished this at 12:20 p.m. I see what we did here. And then eventually beat the game on hard at 1:17, got the first plat.
This is John Connor to all available resistance pilots. Commence your bombing run.
That's how awesome I am. See
We
that?
already did it?
Oh, see my skill.
Trophy number 3. We got it! We got the
Oh my
platinum!
God.
Very exciting times. But what I was going to say is there's some revisionist history going on where people say this isn't as easy as a plat as it was back in the day. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I would have to go back. I feel like that was generally a pretty easy platinum trophy to get. So take it for what you will. 1 day later, I finally got the Modern Warfare 2 platinum trophy. Same deal, bit of co-op involved. My brother helped me do all the Spec Ops missions. But Modern Warfare 2, what a game. What an absolute phenomenal game. I tell you that much. Yeah, so you have to beat it on veteran. Like pretty much all the Call of Duties, I imagine. Even the new ones. I don't know about the new ones. I assume you have to do it on veteran difficulty. And then, you know, find the intel. There's some more contextual ones. Specific moments in the campaign. We have to do certain things. And yeah, I think the last trophy I would have earned was the... let's see if we do it in order here. It's a great website, guys. You gotta check it out. Earned 69 stars in Special Ops. Nice.
Shit.
Flashbang, 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 Jack. Now run to the green. Just go run there. Sprint.
Oh my God.
Keep sprinting. You probably. Yeah,
Yes, I did it. Pass it. Need to zoom in on the trophies. Yay! The Platinum Trophy for Modern Warfare 2.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Now we're jumping ahead to 2011 here. Assassin's Creed 2. Now this is a game... Actually, if I scroll all the way up here, you could see I only very recently went back. Was that really May? We're almost in October. This was in May. What is this year? What is this year? This is insane. That felt like a month ago I did that. That's insane. That's May. Anyway, that was a lot of fun to go back to Assassin's Creed 2. As you can see, it was one of the very first platinums I earned. I loved Assassin's Creed 1. That didn't have any trophies. They never got trophies, even though there are achievements for it. But Assassin's Creed 2. And this is such a well-rounded platinum. Like you get a trophy for basically completing every DNA sequence, which is all story-based. But then you got all sorts of random ones like sprint for 100 meters, or the tombs you got to find. This is all very fresh, by the way, because I only did this a few months ago. The one I was really scared about. There's a couple to be scared of. I was scared of the feathers, and I had every right to be scared of the feathers. Those still suck. 100 feathers. They don't ping on the map. You have to basically find them organically throughout the different maps. You can look through menus and figure out how many feathers are in each sort of district, but generally speaking, once you get to that 90 or 95 mark, you virtually have to use a guide. Like, it just gets so difficult at that point. So I think I did actually end up using a guide for 4. And what's cool is because I did it only very recently, we can watch the video back on our trusty PS5. The final feather. Yeah, this was... Oh, what a game. Look at this. Just... I notice, like, the older I get, and when I go back to older games, I'm just more impressed by these games. I don't go back and, like, oh, the graphics... it's like, I just go back and I'm like, I'm in awe at what they achieved at the time that they achieved this in. So, yeah, so technically I have 2 platinums from this game. But what a beautiful time. What a beautiful time to be alive. I'm a little cheeky. That probably would have been my 96 feather. But I knew it was all the way up there. I was like, look, that's got to be the video. You got to save that for the video, I feel. So, yeah, what a fantastic game right there. The only thing I was actually a little disappointed, it doesn't require you to sync all viewpoints. That I was like, really? That's like a decent silver right there you could have chucked in there, but yeah, good stuff. Even the Stronghold Valley, like all of that stuff, buying the paintings, yeah. Very well-rounded, great plat. Great game. Just great game in general. Heavy Rain's a fun one. I guess that's my 4th platinum. Not necessarily, because I might have got a platinum for a game and then they added trophies afterwards, yada yada yada. But this probably is my 4th, if not my 5th plat. What's cool about this is if you look on this tab here, almost all the trophies are hidden. Now, if you don't know what Heavy Rain is, it's a fantastic sort of interactive experience game, very choice-based, mostly quick-time event gameplay. But what's wrapped in there is a very cool detective story, very reminiscent of like films like Seven or Memories of Murder. And it's clunky in parts. You know, it's a French studio doing American dialogue, and it's 2010, and the facial animation, and there's clunkiness to it, but I really do think for the time, it was such a revolutionary game. Even just seeing the commercial come up on TV randomly and be like, wow, I need to play this. And as you could see, this was very early on in my PS3 journey, so yeah, it was very cool. I hope I'm not spoiling things by showing some of these trophies. Again, they're all hidden, so you basically, if you don't want to use a guide, the way to do it is the trophies are listed in chronological order of the story. So what you would typically do is see, for example, if you unlocked Negotiator and Lucky Locker, you can look at, okay, this was in Lexington Station, this was in Hanson's shop. Pretty much any level between those two levels is what that hidden trophy will be between those two trophies. So that's generally how you would try and figure it out. Eventually, you'll get to one. I'm trying to think where it would be. Probably just missed it. Oh yeah, take the best route on the highway. That's like, yeah, you have to be very lucky or just look that up because it's like a very specific chain of button presses. So there's a few things like that in there, but generally a very fun, rewarding platinum. It does require you to see every single ending in the game.
We're now going to film the platinum for Heavy Rain. We're going to pass the story, kill Lauren, let her die, and then kill Kramer, and pass the rest of the 4 missions and or chapters, whatever, and then she get the trophy, the perfect crime, along with Heavy Rain Master, the platinum.
Shelby! Come back! The origami killer has taken a 9th victim.
Uncharted 1. I think a lot of people forget that this was the first platinum trophy on the PSN store, so, or just PSN in general, I should say. This game was retroactively given trophies, so even though it says my first playthrough, like August 2010, I guess 7th of August is roughly where it looks like I started. But here's the thing, if you jump to Uncharted 2, I might have to jump way up. Let's see. Not remastered. Oh, there it is. This also has multiplayer trophies you can't earn anymore. You could see I was playing Uncharted 2 in late July. So you're probably thinking, Jake, why did you play Uncharted 2 before Uncharted 1? I didn't. To answer your question, I didn't. I played all through Uncharted 1 back when I didn't have Wi-Fi, so it was very inconvenient to download patches for my games at the time. So I just straight up had to start again from scratch to get these Uncharted 1 trophies. But, I mean, Uncharted's probably my favorite game franchise of all time, so I had absolutely no issues doing that at all. Bidding on Crushing right before Christmas. Actually, what was the last trophy I did? If it wasn't Crushing. Oh, okay, it was Treasures. So I had roughly about 20 treasures left once I'd done everything else. But yeah, you got all your getting kills with different combos and weapons and things like that. But yeah, all the Uncharted games are pretty similar trophy list. Oh, I love Uncharted. God bless. Infamous 2. Now, this is probably the first case. Again, I definitely played Infamous 1 before Infamous 2. And this isn't a case of DLC. There's Infamous there. Just straight up, the original Infamous had a really, 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 really annoying trophy. Let's see. I'm looking up the word Blast Shard. Basically finding all of the Blast Shards. Similar to the feathers in AC2. Just a pain. and they only came up in your minimap when you were within the vicinity and did like your little shockwave effect. Find 100% of the shards. There you go. That was a nightmare. I mean, look at the 6th of June 2011 compared to all the other trophies. Oh, wait a sec. What? 25th? Huh? No. 2013 is when I got that plat. For some reason, I thought the blast shards were like the big thing that blocked me. I hadn't purchased all the karma upgrades yet. Wow, okay, I'm learning something about myself. And look at the difference! I do like 1 trophy per year. That is a terrible, terrible ratio. What is going on there, Jake? My goodness.
Today is the filming of my 10th episode of Trophy Seeker. The 10th episode is going to feature me getting the Evil to the Core Silver Trophy for Infamous 1, as well as the Platinum Trophy, because that is right. Despite the fact that I played this game ever since 2010, as you can see there, I've still been missing this trophy for quite a while. In fact, both of these trophies. Anyway, I finally redid the story. I did the story again in preparation for Infamous 2, and I got this trophy while doing that, because I started again. Because I screwed up my first good karma save by doing an evil mission within the good karma thing. Evil thing I did alright, only problem was, as you could see, the only upgrade I need left was 12,000 XP. And like any normal human who's beat this normal game, who's beat pretty much everything in the game, is not going to be determined enough to get all of that XP starting from scratch by just healing people or collecting blast shards or whatever. I found the determination, people. I found it, and now I have reached this point where I'm only about 46, a bit more like 36, sorry. Yeah, 36 XP away from the Platinum Trophy, so let's do it. Bitch. Got it. Infamous Platinum Trophy.
So I guess that's why Infamous is all the way up there. Infamous 2. Well, let's look at this. The guides that are attached. Oh, I just lost it there. It's 5 out of 10 free playthroughs. 50 hours. Is that really a 50-hour platinum? I had no idea. That's way longer than I would have guessed. Holy moly. And then for even 35 Infamous 2. But one less playthrough. It's a 4 out of 10, not a 5 out of 10. So yeah, it was simply just an easier plat. Infamous 2. You still have to beat the game twice with both, the good and the bad endings. Oh, I forgot you had the user-generated content level editor. That was great. I miss level editors in games. Like Portal 2 on PC had one. Oh, just phenomenal. Anyway, what we can do is sort of brush through some of these 100% that don't have a plats. As you can see, Back to the Future, they kind of they do eventually release another version. As you can see here, I got the plat for that during the COVID lockdown 2020. But back when I initially played it, I guess in 2012, yeah, 2012, it was all just like individual episodes, and the trophies were scattered throughout. We got some Vita stuff in here, very nice. Uncharted Golden Abyss. Very similar list to the other Uncharted games, killing a certain amount of enemies with all your weapons, beat the game at all the difficulties. Actually, this is a little unique in that I think a lot of these bounty sets they're referring to was utilizing the PlayStation Vita's Near functionality, which I still don't really know exactly what Near was or did, to be honest. It was some online thing which actually renders this game has an unobtainable plat once those servers go down, I guess. I guess they're still up. Nothing's pinning here, but yeah, you technically do need an internet connection to get the platinum here. Yeah, so what's the deal here? Where's their... Okay, so these are the bounty sets here. Relevant chapters, whatever difficulty... Yeah, so it's a little bit of a... it's a bit of a grind. Here we go. So you can... missing bounties, perform trades on the black market using the Near functionality. So yeah, there was a lot of RNG elements to this, like picking up random drops and then trading them online. That kind of makes it a little bit more complicated, very unlike the other Uncharted games. That's sort of the only thing I'd say is drastically different.
And also, if you're watching this and you're wondering, like, how do I get bounties? It's all completely random. It's not like you have to kill people in certain ways. There it was! Definitely. There it was. Platinum time. Picture of a gold platinum version of Drake.
Resistance Burning Skies. I mean, this was easily, at the time, my fastest plat. It only took me 2 days. It's a 10-hour plat. I remember being I got this for my birthday. I was severely disappointed by this game. Very short trophy list, only 25 trophies, which...
Today's the 13th, and I got this game on the 10th, and I've already got the platinum. That's how easy the game is, okay? Because look, it's like 6 gold trophies, 7 silver, 10 bronze. Look at this. This is one of the easiest trophies in the whole game to get. Complete 1 round of multiplayer, gold trophy. How unbelievable is that? Okay, and it's full of them. It's full of completely pointless gold trophies that are so easy to get. And platinum time. That's a gold trophy as well, that one. And then there's the platinum. Nice. That was my fastest platinum trophy I ever got in like 3 days, pretty much. Beating the old record of Infamous 2, which was about a week and a day, or a month and a day, or a month and a week, sorry. Either one, I can't remember, but this one just beat it by miles.
I mean, a lot of games nowadays have fewer trophies than that, but like at the time, very short trophy list, very easy game, sort of disappointing. Yeah, it was a bit of a shame, I remember that. The Festival of Blood, Infamous DLC, which was like a separate... That was a big thing. This wasn't attached to 2. It was like a separate downloadable or executable, if you will. So this was pretty straightforward trophy list, I imagine. Prison Break, The Conspiracy. I love Prison Break. It's over 20 years old now, which is absolutely... Look at this guy's face. Oh my goodness. He's not giving a friendly vibe here. I don't remember this being too difficult. I think I rented it, played it a little bit, and then came back to it a couple years later. So, yeah, 2010. But, I mean, look at this. 4 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 22 minutes, 6 minutes, 12 minutes. Like, you literally popping these trophies faster than the prison inmates are popping them pills. You know what I'm saying? You are just absolutely popping these things. It's crazy. Are these all... Oh, that's interesting. So I guess I rented it... Come on, I was still renting games at this point. May 2010. Came back in September 2010. Did I beat it then? Let's see. Complete 1 chapter Falcon. I did quite a lot of the trophies at this point. And honestly, I might have just like bought the game off eBay or something. Just to clean up these last... I literally had 4 trophies left for nearly 2 years. So I went back and completed the game on Shark. Complete every chapter without being seen. I think you can do that through chapter select and it sort of tracks, so it's not... This isn't as hard as it may look.
Even though this is an easy platinum, it's got one trophy in particular, which is like go through every chapter without being seen by a guard once, which is so hard because you have to go through the whole game without being seen once, like in a row. You can't just go chapter from chapter to chapter, and if you like get caught, you just restart the chapter. You have to do the whole game. Boom. 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 Oh, yeah. Boom. Platinum trophy for Prison Break.
I remember that being a fun plat. Now, we have to talk about Gravity Rush for a minute. Now, again, this is one I have the remastered version as well on PS4, and that also was quite a recent August. So I just came back to it last year. And it's an identical list. They just ported it from the Vita to the PS4. But this probably is still, to this day, my favorite Vita game. Absolutely awesome. I mean, even just the PNGs here. Like, I think it's cool because on the Vita, all the tiles for the trophies, they're like right on top of each other. So even though you got these weird gaps that break up the images, on the Vita, it looks like one continuous photo going down, which is really cool. But yeah, again, a trophy list that just kind of gets you to try everything, doing all the challenges, beat the story, get all the collectibles. Awesome game. I love it so much.
Now I'm about to get the Platinum Trophy to Gravity Rush. I've got all the DLC trophies, as you can see. I like the way these are sorted out. Oh, shit. Alright, Lost in Time and Space. Alright, there's the Platinum Trophy. It's all relative. Or is it? Bum, bum, bum.
And it's such a shame because it won't come up if I do Control F, but Gravity Rush 2, I think I'm at like 2%. I tried it just never got back to it. So that is my bad. That is my bad. I do need to get back to it. But yeah, I love Gravity Rush. Fantastic game. What else are we dealing with here? So Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, again, most of the trophies I popped in 2010. I guess I just randomly decided to come back to it one day. I saw 2012 on here. Let's do date. What stopped me? I really did enjoy this game for what it was. Literally one trophy. You complete Crest Collector 4? Yeah, I guess it's not chest. Yeah, interesting. So I guess I just sat on this for a year. Probably at like 91%. I mean, that's a silver. So actually, it'll be like 98%. Jeez, I would not tolerate that today. I would not let someone or a game get away with that, personally. But...
Oh, that worked. Here we go, guys. Bam. Oh shit, unlocked Snape for 2-player dueling. That's hilarious. There it is. Platinum Trophy.
Now, we've got a couple of amazing games back to back. I love LA Noire so much. I guess all things considered, this didn't take me too long to platinum. What does it say? 1 year and 3 months. I mean, it's better than some of the other ones we've just scrolled past. But fantastic detective game. Lots of revolutionary stuff at the time with the facial mocap and things like that. I was definitely too young to really comprehend the full scope of the story. Like when I watch people's playthroughs, they would get to that last scene in the church, and I totally didn't get why everyone was so angry and disappointed. Just all the characters. Like, I think a lot of the story went over my head. I would love to replay this, and there is a PS4 version with trophies and VR, so I have every excuse in the world to go back to this. But there were a few DLC packs as well that I absolutely smashed those out. You bet I did.
After over a year of hard detective work and awesome gameplaying, I'm about to get the platinum to LA Noire. So right after this, I have to charge one of the two people here. I'm pretty certain it is the other guy that this guy is innocent, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and charge him. Hopefully he's the right guy.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife.
Okay, come on, 5 stars, 5 stars. Wait.
I have to say I'm disappointed.
No, wrong guy.
I stood in front of the troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift...
You have to get the right guy that he gets happy about in order to get 5 stars, so I'm going to do that now.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
Oh, shit. I still got it. I missed the clue, but I still got it. Wait for it. Shh, shh. Oh! Woo!
Now, Portal 2, this is such a shame that it's an unattainable plat, just because there's some random... Is it going to light up? It's not going to light up. Oh, if I click show details. Oh, it's these 3. Yeah, so you have to hug 3 different people on your friends list, and then complete the collaboration course online with a friend who hasn't played before. I really do think that they had the capability to go back and just slightly tweak the requirements of those 2 trophies, so that maybe it's like do 3 different emotes. It doesn't have to be a hug, but just do 3 different emotes with a friend. Or with this one, just do it local co-op split screen, because you can still do split screen. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they could have done a better job at preserving some of those online trophies. But Portal 2 is probably one of my favorite games of all time as well. There's really not much more to say. Just impeccably crafted game. Couple of difficult trophies. This one right here, complete course 4 with neither you nor your co-op partner dying. Not easy. Not easy. I think on my old YouTube channel, I actually did film me and my mate actually achieving that, so that's cool.
We're going after the platinum, with the only trophy left being still alive. Complete course 4 with neither you nor your co-op partner dying. Yeah, we got it. Still alive.
Alright.
Platinum trophy. Portal 2 platinum trophy.
Alright.
We did it. Skills, bro.
We got some God of War, Chain of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, God of War 3. So I was obviously going through, I think it was late 2011, early 2012 when I went through my big God of War phase. And it's interesting to see that these ones, these are adapted from the PSP games, were the ones I actually got the platinum for first. Because I definitely played them in order. I played 1, 2, 3, and then I played the Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus. Maybe it was just that these were shorter games. Well, let's go back to the... So this is a 3 out of 10, 15 hours. This is a 3 out of 10, 10 hours.
Yeah, like I said, I got a sleep 50 throats. Don't kill yourself. Yeah, 46. Oh, I got it. The light's flashing on my PS3. I've got it. Nice. Above and beyond. Stop throwing shit at me. I want to celebrate my platinum. In the last 2 godly possessions I'm going after. You know, never mind. I'm not going to complain. Yep, I got it. A brew fit for the gods. Beat the game to use this item. Nice. Thank you, girls. Unlocks a new costume. Ah, nice. Yeah, guess what else it unlocks? Treasure Hunter! The ghost with the most!
Yeah, so I platinumed God of War 3 before 1 or 2. That's really weird. But they're all very similar. You gotta, get all your upgrades and beat the game on the hard mode or the Titan mode. There's always the challenge of Olympus. There's like 7 or 10 challenges in each of the game you have to do. They're all pretty similar. This is a bit unusual. Beat the labyrinth without dying or failing. That's tricky because I don't think there's a chapter select, so you could probably class that as a missable trophy when you play for the campaign. So I guess that's one to look out for if you're going to do that.
Oh, you got me excited, Alex Chief. Every time I see someone go online, I'm like, oh, there it is. Amazed. King of the Hill, my God of War 3 Platinum Trophy.
I've Platinum Journey twice. Let's see. So that's the PS3 version. Yep, PS4 version. I mean, Journey's a phenomenal game as well. I absolutely love it. It's a shame that there's no plat. It's only got the 14 trophies. There's some interesting stuff in here, like sit and meditate with another player for more than 20 seconds. That's tough because the lack of communication you have in that game. So you really have to hope that whoever you meet online just knows what you're trying to do and will sit and chill with you. So some of these are a little RNG because you can't really control the online environment the way that you can with others. Like there is no traditional matchmaking server or anything like that. Some of this you can go and do on your own, but yeah, there's a little bit of luck and RNG to this. Even finish the game with the same partner for the majority of the journey, returns to the beginning. Like, I think that would be really, really hard to do nowadays. Because even if the servers are live, are they? I guess they still are on both PS3 and PS4. There's no control. I guess maybe you could argue it would be easier because if you wanted to work with a friend and you both log in at the same time and try and find each other, theoretically that would be way easier to do now than 10 years ago. So, maybe there's an argument to be made that it is easier. 8 missable trophies for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Really? What are they? I didn't realize there were this many online trophies. Interesting. All I remember from this is, I think, do the arcade mode for every character. That's fair enough. It was these. Perform a level 3 super with every single character. Which is very easy to just like bang, bang, bang. Like go through, I guess, like custom games and do that. There was the one DLC trophy.
But yeah. Nice. Couldn't see it very well, but whatever. So that was my 2000th trophy. And if you don't believe that's my 2000th trophy, I'm going to show you a picture in a second of the PS3. But I'm not going to bring the camera all the way to the PS3. So instead, I'm looking at a website that shows all my trophies. That's me. Oh, I'm almost started with 16 already. And that is that, 1999. So if that wasn't proof enough for 2000 trophies, there you go. Ironically enough, this site was on maintenance for the last few days. It just fixed itself, and there's actually 2 errors at the bottom. I know that's the Uncharted Fight for Fortune game at the PlayStation All Stars for the Vita, I mean. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching.
But otherwise, fun little platinum Doesn't take too much out of you. But yeah, it looks like it's unachievable or unobtainable anymore, which is just a shame. And the other thing as well is... Oh, look at that. It was my 30th platinum. The other thing is I've did that twice. Because that's the PS3 version. That's the PS Vita version. Oh, I did Vita first. That's interesting. I went back, like a year or two later and did the PS3 version? Interesting. I'm learning a lot about myself today. This is fascinating. Limbo, I think I've done that 3 times. So PS4, PS3, PS Vita, perfect. Oh, I actually went back to PS3 way later, but yeah. Basically just requires you to find the little hidden egg and...
Boom, and there it goes. Nice. Throw it 6 away, jump onto the rope, and bam, there it goes. It's stuck. And from there you can jump, and bam. There you go. Nice. Really quickly, bam, the secret thing here. Pull this open, pull this open. Nice. Going up. And I'm about to die. Woo!
Different little passageways throughout the game, but generally speaking, the thing is going to stump you in this trophy, because this is tough. Running off will get you nowhere. I'm pretty sure that's like a super, super secret pathway that's like just totally dark, and you have to rely on the sound to do all the platforming. But the other one is complete the game in one sitting with 5 deaths or less. This isn't too bad. Obviously, your heart is pounding by the end when you have to do those last few jumps where you're reverting gravity and doing all that stuff. Really, that just requires a bit of persistence in the sense that if you play the game enough times, you're going to remember every single trap, every single little, nick and knack to the game, because it does trick you a lot into dying. And so I'd say a lot of the challenge there is simply just remembering what's what and where's where. But before I move on, I would be remiss to skip Uncharted 5 for Fortune. This is so that people probably don't know what this is. It's an Uncharted card game, and look at that, it's unobtainable when your first multiplayer match. That's brutal. 1 online trophy. That's very brutal. But yeah, it's just a little Uncharted based card game, and I liked it. Over 9,000. That's clever. I like that. Very cute. All right, let's see. Walking Dead. This is another one. It's Telltale. So 3,000th trophy. Would you look at that? So Season 2's in there as well. But I've platinumed, I guess, Season 2 twice on PS3 and PS4. Season 1 3 times on Vita, PS3, and PS4. So we got quite a few here. It indeed was the PS3 version. It looks like I finished first. And this might have been the first authentic 1 out of 10 difficulty that I platinum, because it literally is just to beat the story. And to be fair, a lot of Telltale games that came after this are the same deal. But, I mean, what a game. What a phenomenal game. And in defense of Telltale, I can't really think of too much else what you could do with the trophy list. We'll get into that with Life is Strange in a bit, because the majority of Life is Strange trophy list is just the collectibles. They have nothing to do with the campaign, or the story, I should say. However, when you get to Double Exposure, the most recent Life is Strange, they get a little more wacky with the trophy list. They require you to do multiple playthroughs and do all sorts of different things, and there's missable trophies, so it gets a little more annoying, if not varied, in that sense. So there's a debate to be made for like a game like The Walking Dead that's so much based around the experience of playing it. And I know a lot of people that would only want to play it once and never touch it again because their experience is that precious with the game. I low-key appreciate them considering that for the simplistic trophy list.
Please. Please don't be one of them.
There it is, the Platinum Trophy. Well, as you could see, I just finished the game. I've already platinumed it. Look, I've got 100% in the game. I've got the Platinum Trophy. It's just that easy. And this was easily my fastest Platinum Trophy ever.
Unit 13 I have a funny story about. I think it was the second ever Vita game that I played. It took me a long time to platinum it, as you could see. What was it, a year, 3 months? There's a specific reason for this. First off, this was a fun little game. I think, yeah, it was Zipper. Zipper did this. They did, they did SOCOM and MAG, so... RIP Zipper. I think this game... Was it this game that killed them? Or was it SOCOM 4? Was that the one that released... Yeah, this released like the day of the PSN outage. That straight up just killed them. So unfortunate. Same day as Portal 2. But what's interesting... This is a fun game. You got to level up all your characters. That takes a while. A lot of grinding there, but you're playing the same missions over and over again. Fun little combat game. Oh, all the bosses. But I want to draw everyone's attention to this one thing. So here. Actually, let me go back. Let me simplify this. So like I said, reach level 10 with all the different characters. Is this 5, 6 characters? And then there's this trophy here. Max out all operatives. Now you would think when you earn level 10 or reach level 10 on the 6th character, you would get that trophy in addition to the gold trophy for maxing all of them out. As you can see, I reached level 10 with Zeus, 13th of July 2012, and for whatever reason, I didn't get this trophy, max out all operatives, until the 22nd of July 2013. It took a year to get that extra trophy, and the reason is, I'd never experienced this before on any other game ever. I was playing the Vita, and literally I completed the mission, the trophy popped, reached level 10 with Zeus, and I'm waiting for it to go away and the second trophy to pop, and the game's frozen. And I can't go into the Vita's menu, I can't do anything. It's totally frozen, and then the Vita like hard locks, resets, and didn't earn the trophy. And I thought for a long time, first off, I was like, I'm done. There was a lot of grinding. I was like, there's no way I'm getting back to this. It took me a year to dare go back and max out all 6 operatives all from scratch. I basically had to start the game all over again just to get this one trophy. And in a way, I'm actually extremely lucky that this did pop when I tried again, because the Vita, there might have been something else that went wrong with the save game that's like, oh, well, you've already triggered this thing, so this trophy was meant to have triggered, and it can't recognize that it has been triggered. You know, there's all sorts of weird technical coding behind the scenes that could have happened to literally lock me out of this trophy. So I'm very fortunate that I was able to get it at some point in my life. Yeah, that still haunts me to this day. It took me a year to build the courage to go back to it. Alright, so the original God of War, finally, there's God of War 2 up there. So you can finally see I'm getting around to my God of Wars. I'm surprised with God of War 2, that was well after the PS4 was out. So looking at this, it surprises me how often I went back to the PS3, even after I owned a PS4, to tidy up some of these trophies. I mean, to be fair, I still do that to this day, so I shouldn't be that surprised. But Unfinished Swan, I'm pretty sure I have that twice. Oh my goodness, I can't type. There it is. There's the PS4 version, PS3 version. So got that one twice. Contrast. I enjoyed this. This didn't take much at all. What did it say? 1 week and 4 days. I tell you what, this game, no one talks about it. Great style game. Probably the first game I 100%ed on PS4. I'm guessing Resogun was my first PS4 plat. Well, I mean, we already went through Resogun, but that's neither 100% or, you know, unobtained. I don't know what the word you would use there is. There's Uncharted 2. My love. Uncharted 2. Again, it's such a shame. There's so many unobtainable trophies, all these DLCs. But I'm really proud that even though I got the platinum way back, March 2011.
Okay, this is the platinum trophy for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, the greatest game of all time.
That I went back on I think it was the very last day. It was New Year's Eve 2013. Yep, it was too. Look at that, midday. So see, I still went out that night. Actually, that day I watched The Desolation of Smaug with my 2 friends, and then they came over and we celebrated New Year's Eve at my place. But that same day, I completed Uncharted 2. Very happy I did that, because as we saw with Uncharted 3, there's a world where I never got around to it, and it would forever be stuck. So I'm glad I did that. Now, Jak 2. I have a couple of versions of Jak 2. This is the only version, the Vita version, that I actually finished and got the platinum for. I think I cheesed these orb trophies. Oh my goodness, 2:40 a.m. 5:48 a.m. Maybe I didn't cheese them. Look at the time differences. Wait a sec. No, we gotta clarify this, folks. Was I straight up pulling an all-nighter? January 2014. That was an interesting time period for me. Was I straight up just cheesing this for 3 hours straight? No. Huh. This is I feel like this is revealing a little too much about myself now. I don't like this. Alright, so we've got Infamous Second Son. Great Infamous game. I guess it's technically still playable. What I remember is the performance was fantastic for this. But I hope I'm not mistaken, or I don't think I'm mistaken, but I vaguely remember the outdoor open world. It's like a fairly locked 30 frames a second, and then it was like an unlocked frame rate when you were indoors. And so all the combat and the effects, the particle effects and everything, it was so much more smooth for the indoor stuff. But this, yeah, 20 hours. This is a pretty easy plat, even easier than the first two Infamous games. You have to play it twice, one good, one evil. So, you know, standard fare, I suppose. Let's jump to it. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I actually think they remade this game, and it does have a platinum now. Yeah, it's a PS4 version here. Oh, never mind. No, wait a second, but that's just a port. Nah, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. I swear they remade this game. Tale of Two Sons. Yeah, remake. PS5 remake, and it has a platinum. Look at that. And yeah, look at the graphics. They've taken a bit of a leap there, as you can see the difference. Is it the same list? It looks very... Oh, well, this only has 12. This is 15. You showed your little brother how it's done. I feel like I saw a video of someone playing this version of the game, and I think you can get the platinum without even beating the story. I think you actually do get the platinum, like, one or two, I guess, moments or levels before you beat the story. But, yeah, I knew there was a version of this with a platinum. This one didn't. I played it and enjoyed it back in the day. Fine game. I think you got the two analog sticks, and like one brother's on one stick, the other is on the other, so you kind of dual stick wielding character movement, something like that. Rain is of a similar ilk in terms of the style of it. This is a fun game where you play as a boy that's invisible, and you can only make out your own outline, and the enemies can make out your outline as well by the shape formed of the rain. It's a cool little game. I think I played this at... Oh, what is this? Lost in the Rain. Oh, is that just an alternative title? I think so, yeah. It's the same game, but pretty simple trophy list. There's a couple here. You got to collect all the memories. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, but I remember enjoying it. Well, a trophy. Now, The Last of Us, man, they chucked it all the way up here because they just had that many DLC drops. Look at all these DLCs, obviously left behind, but then all the multiplayer. So I loved the multiplayer at no, it wasn't called No Return. What was it called? Factions. It was called Factions. Oh, yeah, and a grounded mode as well. Yeah, they added a bunch of this stuff all after the fact, but I mean, I ate it all up. I obviously, from day one, massive Last of Us fan. So, yep, literally the... Oh, that's plus. I'm silly. Yeah, there you go. 15th of June. So I beat it on the second day since it had come out, 11 p.m. So I did it on hard. Went back and did Survivor. Oh, I did a hard plus first. Then I went back and did Survivor. And then Survivor plus. Okay. And then the multiplayer stuff. What was the last trophy? Was it a multiplayer? No, it wasn't, because... Where's the platinum? That's right. Survivor Plus was the... Okay, so I did all the multiplayer, then did that. But what's cool about this time period... And let's go back. So the platinum, I earned this on the 27th of September 2013 at 2:15 a.m. And if you know why that's significant, then you are a massive Last of Us fan. But essentially, when you play as Sarah in the very opening scene, you go downstairs, you pick up the phone. You have all these missed calls from Tommy. The time that reads on there is 2:15 a.m. and indeed that day took place on the 27th of September 2013. That was a very intentional move on my part to earn the trophy at that exact moment. And no one would ever know unless they're watching this video right now. So thanks for watching, I guess. There's the other All-Stars Battle Royale. Octodad, this was a game I was so keen on. Man, this was one I was just anxiously waiting to come out at the time, and I ate it up. Pretty simple trophy list. No plat, unfortunately, but, you know, doing lots of fun little things. Climb the escalators in less than 30 seconds. There's a few little challenge things in there. Very hard to control, but I love that there's the multiplayer where each player can control one limb, and it relies more on your communication. What a silly game. I love it. I love it so much.
Pick up the fiery log.
Julius, let go. Let go.
Where do you want it?
Press A.
PlayStation Home. We have to talk about PlayStation Home for just a minute. I love PlayStation Home. It was one of the first things I did when after months of owning a PS3, I finally was able to hook up an Ethernet cable and play online, do all the updates and patches. And they didn't add trophies to this for a long time. You can see it's all 2014. So it was many, many years after it actually went live that they added trophies. And it was a thing. Log in 50 different days. I would come home from school every day, and it would almost be part of the rituals. If I was going to turn the PlayStation on to do something, I always had to log in a PlayStation Home, mess around for 5 minutes, because I didn't know what the amount of time you had to be logged in for it to count towards this trophy was. I would just log in, mess around for a minute, and then go on to what I was actually going to do later that day, which at this point, October 2014, I don't know, what was I doing? Well, I mean, let's find out. What was I doing? Wolf Among Us. Actually, this was the PS4 version. Oh, and Walking Dead. I did those both within a couple of days of each other. So, again, very similar to The Walking Dead. I mean, The Wolf Among Us is absolutely phenomenal. You have to play this game anyway. Now, it is slightly more complicated. You don't automatically get the platinum for beating the story. You do have to unlock all Book of Fable entries in each of the 5 episodes, and that on occasion requires you to find a collectible, in quotation marks, or make a different dialogue choice. So it's like a 2 out of 10 instead of a 1 out of 10 in comparison to The Walking Dead. I gotta say, Titan Attacks, I don't remember any. It's kind of like a Space Invaders-esque game. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I'm so sorry. I'm totally blanking on it. The Playroom, the very first essence of my boy Astrobot. Look at him. Look at him in his original form. Jeez, it's a little haunting in some ways, but this was a fun little tech demo game. So, you know, they added a bunch of trophies after the fact. It's probably why it took me so long to go ahead and collect them all. No platinum, but the origins of something great in a Sony mascot. Last of Us Remastered, I think the list is identical. Yes. This is totally identical to the PS3 version. It just runs a lot more smoothly. So there you go. Resogun. Now, this is interesting. You're probably wondering, we just saw Resogun. Why is it here at 100%? They did release a Vita and PS3 version of Resogun. So I played this on my Vita for fun. It doesn't run nearly as well, of course. And it's easier because, as you can see, they didn't add any of the DLC trophies. It's just the original list. So I platinumed that alongside the PS4 version. Abs Animals, that's a funny one. When I was doing YouTube back in the day, that this is kind of the first hint at any sort of tomfoolery, shovelware, autopop, any of that nonsense. This is the first hint of me participating in this game. What was it? Early 2015. That's kind of a lot later than I thought it would be. Now, I did this as a gag for YouTube. I literally did a video called like Abs Animals 100% full trophy walkthrough guide. Like the title and all that was meant to basically poke fun at the fact that you can beat this game in 5 minutes.
I'm giving you my complete 100% guide walkthrough of the brilliant Abs Animals. As you can see, I just bought it for the PlayStation Vita for the brilliant price of $60.55 or something under $7. You can touch that, and there is the first trophy, Kawi. We can get a good view of the head of him. Rotate the camera, and there is the second trophy, Charming. And there we go, there is the first gold trophy of the game, Cute. I hope this guide helps you towards getting, oh! Where did the cat go? The cat's gone. Oh, whoa! As you can see. Now there is the fourth trophy, the second gold one, which is lovely. which that is a doozy of a pickup. She's very, very active. And there, Pretty is the final trophy in the game. And that, my friends, is, oh my god, where am I now? Well, thank you, Kitty. I should have given you a name. I'm just going to call you Mozzarella.
Now, I'm safe. I'm safe from all the accusations because there is no platinum trophy. There's no platinum trophy. So you can't get me, folks. You can't get me. Now, this is interesting. There's 2 versions of Jetpack Joyride on the Vita. My memory is they are different lists, I'm pretty sure. Are they? This one's fly for a total of 50 kilometers. So that's not in here. Complete the 5th day of the Daily Sam Challenge 10 times. That trophy's not in here. This is unlocked. Yeah, so there's slightly different lists. I really don't get what the difference is, to be honest. I feel like this one was a lot harder. Because 5 kilometers, is that on both? It is too. I remember that being a nightmare. That was really tough. And then, the getting 2 kilometers without touching anything. It's basically a little side-scrolling jetpack game. You're flying through the world and in 2D. Yeah, it's alright. It was fun. This was similar to PlayStation Home. I actually think they might have even intersected those 2 trophies where that would be part of the daily ritual is log into PlayStation Home and then open up Jetpack Joyride and do the challenge. So you have to do this 50 times. Same as a PlayStation Home. There's Uncharted 3, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, all remastered. Very similar trophy list all around. Obviously, when they remastered those games, I was absolutely all in. They did add a few of these extended trophies, so they added a new difficulty. You have to do speed runs, but you have to do it as Donut Drake. Some funny stuff like that, which I appreciated. That was a bit of fun. Let's see, Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 version. We actually haven't. Let me check something. Oh, I guess this is only the 100 list. I think the only Ratchet and Clank games I have on my account, because I love Ratchet and Clank, is the very original for PS Vita, which I think I'm 1% through. And then this and Rift Apart. But this was a fun game. I think I reviewed it back in the day on YouTube. Kind of a first of many to come for Insomniac with their like fun, simplistic platinum trophies. We're going to see a lot of that with Spider-Man and such in the near future. Yeah, it's just a fun game. Both Insomniac and the Ratchet & Clank series has played victim to experimentation over the last few years, with spin-off titles and outside ventures that haven't exactly paid off. But no more it seems, because both the company and the IP have returned to form in this reimagining of the original Ratchet & Clank title. The entire aesthetic of this game, from its choices in sound design, lighting, stylized yet stunningly beautiful graphics, and its humour, are all done in selling the fact that you're playing through a Pixar movie. Conservative players may only need 2 or 3 playthroughs, including a run-through challenge mode, to be able to platinum the game. But be careful as you progress, because the save options are very limited, and you can't make more than 1 save at a time. With the Ratchet & Clank franchise back at peak, it's leaving a very hopeful future for not only the franchise, but for the long-lost platforming genre. Because this is a step in the right direction. Thanks for watching, I'm Mega Gamer, and for more gameplay videos and reviews from me, subscribe and stick to my channel. Man, we're jumping all... Wow, 2016 to 2019. We are jumping the gun, people. Absolutely. So Marvel Spider-Man. There you go. Insomniac once again. I mean, that is their games, back to back. Ratchet & Clank, then Marvel Spider-Man. That's literally it. But I did all the DLC as well for Spider-Man. That was all fun. This was the first game I played on my PS4 Pro, I believe. And did some tidy up there. And of course, I platinumed the PS5 version they did later as well. There's all the... I'm not going to skip too many of these. We've covered Limbo already. Batman Telltale series. These are great games as well. Pretty much the exact same thing. Just beat the game. And then Crash Warped. We're going to get to the other Crash games in a minute, but this was my favorite Crash game growing up. This might have, from my memory, this might have been the first video game I ever touched.
Work with our partners at Activision. We're going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped. Fully remastered.
Take that for what you will, and that's probably why I platinumed this in 2017 as opposed to the others.
I'm about to play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Oh, let's get started. Yeah, boy! Let's do it! Yeah, boy! Okay. Oh, that's weird. It kind of faded out. That's odd. It didn't even do that before. Hey, trophy! Yeah! Give me that shit. Oh, what? Ow. Get in the hole, you... Thank you. Oh, run faster. I was wondering what that was. Nice.
There, Crash 1 and 2. Jeez. Those I left a little later, because those weren't as... I mean, I loved all of them. I loved all of them, of course, but it took me a little longer to get to those. But pretty straightforward list, especially if you're good at your time trials and gem collecting. Save 99 lives, that's pretty straightforward. I did the Spyro Trilogy back to back to back, so you can see 6th of June, 18th of June, 20th of June. And that was the first time I played any of these games, so... yeah, fun times, very straightforward trophy list. I'm just trying to think, was there anything that stood out? I really don't think there was. I mean, you saw I just smashed these out. My memory of getting the platinum for these games is so integrated and interweaved with the memory of just playing the games and enjoying them in general, which honestly, there are very few games I can actually attribute that. Yeah, look at that. 2 minutes, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, 12. I was just smashing them out, man. On a roll. Alright, there's the Back to the Future game that I mentioned earlier. That one did have a plat. Now, we are now getting deep into the COVID saga. I went on an absolute tear. So, Twin Breaker, Sacred Symbol Adventure. There's a sequel to this that I also got the platinum for a bit more recently. Fun little twin stick game as well. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I went back. I think they'd only just recently remastered it. It wasn't a remake, it was just like a straight up up-res of the original game. They got rid of, I think, the multiplayer and the Spec Ops. So I think they rewrote some of these trophies to account for not having Spec Ops anymore, which is very disappointing, but it also meant I got the platinum in 4 days. It was a lot quicker this time. I was also unemployed and not studying and not in a relationship and had no responsibilities because COVID, baby, let's go. Gotta love it. Uncharted 4, Uncharted The Lost Legacy. These go hand in hand. Obviously, I played Uncharted 4 when it launched. So this is the unboxing for the Uncharted 4 Libertalia edition. I am beyond words how excited I am for this game. People are literally messaging me because, like, they know how excited I am now. Charted hard. Charted moderate. I forgot there were trophies in this video game. Charted light. Okay, the platinum didn't take me a while. I eventually did the speed run and the crushing playthrough and all that stuff. It was the multiplayer trophies down here, the survival, that are extremely difficult. You could see here, stage 10, 4th of January, 2017. It took me 2 years to earn a star on each of them on crushing setting, and then it took me an additional year to get this final trophy. This is an absolute nightmare of a trophy to get all 3 stars on all the crushing stages. And I would just admit it right now, I have no quarries because it wasn't my fault. I straight up joined a server with a hacker, and that basically just cheesed all the bosses. And before I even could blink, we were just beating the levels. So, yeah, weird situation there, I must admit. And then this was a game. It's only single player trophies here, but again, it was one of those things where I beat it. I actually did crushing in 2019. That's a bit strange. I don't even remember doing that. And then, yeah, 2020, coming back, getting all the treasures, ticking off the rest of the boxes, getting that all done. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now, this is actually good timing. They just announced, well, I guess re-revealed the Insomniac Wolverine, so to speak. And this is a great game. I wonder how much they're going to take inspiration from this. But this took me a long time. If I do the dates. As a matter of fact, Lunge. If I go back. So if I scroll up, you can see here, Lunge down here. First trophy 16 years ago. That's first trophy. Is it really 16 now? I might have to change the title of this video. There you go. First trophy I ever earned on this account. Wrong. I thought the start of the video was literally Motorstorm trophies.
Why the you lying?
Yeah, so it actually turns out that was my original account. I had to delete it in March of 2010 and start a new one for reasons I get into at the end of the video. Let's keep watching. Absolutely wild. Look at that. And it took me a long time. Go back to the date. It took me a long time to go back to it. 2020 and just clean up the rest of this, get all the dog tags, max out the upgrades. Dog tags, I remember that being the one that scared me, where I spent years not wanting to go back to this because it was going to be a nightmare. I'm pretty sure you can just get him through chapter select. I don't think I knew that at the time. And then beating on hard was also pretty serviceable. That wasn't too hard at all, so that was a fun one to finally go back to and get. Now, before I lose my place, Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection. Again, good timing. They're just doing another Mortal Kombat Collection. This is a nightmare. This is so difficult, guys. I was screaming and yelling and kicking with this. I tell you, this was a nightmare. There are some online trophies. And I think win 200 matches, I think that you could do that offline as well. You can just cheese it. Do the, or even split screen, get a second controller, and then just put it to the side and then just win over and over again. So that you can kind of cheese some of those trophies a bit, but beating the original 1, 2, and 3, I guess you can technically cheese them, but they're so difficult. That was not a fun one for me, man. Now, what's fun is that I've got all 3 copies of Jak and Daxter right here, and even better is I actually have another copy. There it is, PS5 version. So I platinumed Jak and Daxter, the original, 4 times. Not messing around, folks. It says original because it was. That's right. With the new Syrup Engine emulator, when they did Jak for PS4 and PS5, it actually did replace this original executable, which was the PS4's or like 2015's emulator for PS2 games. Sony's got a weird history of emulation, I'll tell you that much. But I did do that, and the Vita version and the PS3 version. These were games that I had played years and years and years ago when they first remade them for these systems, and I just never got around to completing them. So if I go back to the PS3, I'll show you the dates. Yes, so 2013 is when I finally, and this was the first time I ever played Jak and Daxter. I never played them on the, I think I played a tiny bit on the PS2, but I never actually sat down and beat all the levels and got to the end of the story. But yeah, you can see, and then the occasion of 2020, I went back and just cleaned it up. And while I was cleaning up, I was like, I might as well do it for all the systems. Drunken Bar Fight. That's a fun story because this was glitched for the longest time. And it actually says what's unobtainable? Throw up over the side of the rooftop. You know what's funny? Is you could see April 20. That trophy was glitched. And then it got unglitched. Both of these, they were glitched. And I remember reading, this was around this time when I was getting back on my big gaming binge during COVID. And I read they'd just done a patch. Here it is, 4 years ago, Drunken Bar Fight fixed. And I went back, got these 2 trophies, and it looks like one of them's broken again. This is, what a mess, man. What an absolute mess. There is a Drunken Bar Fight 2, though. For PSVR 2, which I do have. This one is a platinum. Tempting. Tempting. Rocket League, what a game. What a phenomenal game. I did platinum this back in, 2015. I absolutely loved this game the year it came out. We're playing some co-op Rocket League.
If it actually works the first time.
Alright, so I haven't played it yet, but this one has.
And I can't spoil any of it for you. The funness. Straight away.
Wait, no! How do you jump? Ah, no! Ooh, I got a trophy. And to play online.
We're on the same side, by the way.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, to play online, yeah, I just had to sign into my sister's account, so. Free trophies for her.
My name is not Jess.
And she gives a
Oh my god, we're gonna die!
Oh. I never got into like the competitive side of it, but I did eventually, 2020, went back and did all these DLC trophies. And I think I had to ask someone online to help me with like some sort of trading thing to get the very last trophy. What was that? Let's find out. Earn veteran status on your certified... Oh, sorry. Huh? Change your player banner, avatar border, and player title. That was the last trophy I earned? What? It must have been to do with a certified item, like trading... I'm so confused. That's the last trophy I got? I don't know what's going on. I'm being lied to. The game's lying to me. Firewatch! I love Firewatch. They did add these trophies way later, so I did go back and clean these ones up, but what a great game. I wish I had a platinum. As you can see, you basically just had to beat the story initially, but then they did add these to give it a little bit more flavor. Like, I remember when this came out, I was like, how do you get stung by a bee? And as the trophy says, it just happens. It just randomly happens in the game. I guess if you're just wandering around long enough. Heavy Rain again, so I did go back and do that on PS4. The Order, I did play that when it came out in 2015. I think it was like one of the first games I ever streamed. I used the stream functionality within the PS4.
Oh god. I like the shooting. It's pretty fun in this game.
Escapee neutralized.
Yeah, this is a weird game. There's a lot to read about this. It's very short, cutscene heavy, gorgeous graphics and style at the time. But it just kind of got a bad shake-up and never quite got the sequel it probably deserved to have. But yeah, I went back and just cleaned this up. The collectibles, certain kills, things like that. Pretty straightforward platinum, really. We got a few double-ups here. Journey, Wolf Among Us, Infamous First Light was a... Same with the Festival of Blood pack. This is like a separate executable you can buy independent of Second Son, and this is also a fantastic... This was so fun. When I went back to platinum this, I was like, this feels incredible. And even this, like, they earn, where is it, earn 1 million points? That turned out to be way easier than I thought it'd be. Like, in terms of just the grinding, it's like, it's just so fun. So I got those 1 million points very quickly, or far more quickly than I thought I would. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, what a fun game. I did play the campaign in co-op.
You go for the campaign, I'll go for the morning.
Of course. Oh my god, the guy, like, there's some blood that came out all over him. Oh my god, look at this motherfucker. There was some survival stuff I had to do at the end there. Yeah, survive 30 ways in Multiverse Madness. Yeah, that was, I think I found a way to cheese it. There was like a certain room where you could hide in a corner and so enemies couldn't come from behind you and just spam the same weapon. There was some cheese method to do it at the end there, but that was a surprisingly fun game. Until Dawn, I think... Oh, this is interesting. So I never actually earned a trophy in this back in the day. I did play it a little bit. I tried to record this for a YouTube video, and the video just kept stuffing up, and I kind of just... I got a bad vibe from it. I was like, this kind of ruined it for me. So it took me a long time before I decided to come back to it here, and I really enjoyed it. As you can see, I just sort of smashed out the trophies. Very similar to Heavy Rain. You got to see a bunch of different endings, have a bunch of different outcomes, play the story where no one survives, play where they all survive. So yeah, there's a PS5 version that they've retooled or redone the visuals for, and I'm not too keen on that, to be honest. There's the Crash Bandicoot games again. We'll just quickly talk about Entwined, because this is way harder than it looks. It's very deceptive. It's, I think you get a 300 score. That is actually rage-inducing. That is so hard. Yeah, and I wish I had a... Oh, you know, I probably do have a video for it. It's just not attached to the trophy, but I definitely recorded that video, because I was so relieved when I finally got that. It was a nightmare. Let's see, Monsters vs. Aliens, similar to Origins Wolverine. I just went back to it after so many years. I was like, let me clean up these trophies. Do a little cleanup here. Very, very straightforward, super easy. And I love they have secret written in here. When it's like, it's sort of inherent that the trophies are already hidden. But this was early days, man. This is when developers really didn't know the best way to format their trophies, I guess. I don't know the way you want to word it. There's Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, again, say with Modern Warfare 2, of course I did play Is that true? Did I play 1 before Modern Warfare 2? I actually don't think I did. You know what? I think I was a naughty boy. And didn't play... I definitely played the original at some point. I just don't remember if I played this before 2. Yeah, that's a good question. But either way, I never had trophies. This was the only way to earn trophies in the original Modern Warfare, was to play this remastered version. And I have to say, I have no quarries about this. I really... where is this trophy? Is the Intel... Save the fun. Oh, it's this one here. Jeez Louise. Maha color. Skydive to safety on veteran difficulty. So that's sort of like a bonus level they threw in there. That's extremely difficult, dude. And I cheesed it. There's a way where you can play it on an easier difficulty, and then at a certain checkpoint right before the level ends, you can actually change the difficulty to veteran, jump, and then you get the trophy anyway. So I'm not going to lie. I did that. That was way too hard. I couldn't be stuffed. Alright, so now we're getting into the PS5 era. Obviously, Last of Us Part 2 is in here. As you could see with the previously the PS5 version, very similar trophies. Obviously not as many DLC trophies, but that was a straightforward platinum. Just no difficulty trophies anymore. They got rid of that. It's basically just all the do all the collecting and beat the game initially. Pretty straightforward. Now here's one. Here's one for the ages. And then Crash 4. I'm going to talk about these two back to back, because this was a time at the end of 2020 I was bouncing between these two games. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 and Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. These were 100+ hour plats both, for different reasons. It's not that they were both extremely hard. I mean, Crash 4 is probably one of the hardest games I've ever had the privilege of getting the platinum for. That you have to doing all the levels without dying, getting all the boxes, and then the speed runs. It's the platinum relics and the bonus, the tapes, and it's just insane. Absolutely insane what they get you to do in that game. I'm really proud of myself for doing it. Tony Hawk, it's more of a grind in the sense that you have to get to level 100, and that just requires you to play over and over and over and over and over and over again. And there's difficulty stuff in there, like the hard to get there gaps, the gap collections. Those are tough. Well, at least the ones at the far end are tough. This is the one that takes forever, level 100. I will say though, achieve a high score of 10 million any classic park. You can cheese this by going into like a custom made park and doing a whole thing there. But I'm proud of myself because, and I'm going to show you here. I'm going to show you why I'm so proud of myself. When I went back to 3+4, well, went back when this eventually came out, it had the same trophy. I had to do it the 10 million points, and I'm proud to show that I indeed did it legitimately this time. No mucking around here. This is a straight up 2-minute map. I'm in overtime. No custom nothing. I'm very proud of myself here. Probably overdid it a little bit. Well, I end up with like what? 11.2 or 12.2? 11.3. There you go. So, even though I cheesed it initially, I'm proud of myself because I did make up for it in the long run. But, yeah, I absolutely adore Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 and 3+4. 3 was the one that I grew up with as a little boy, as a child. So, strong memories there. And, of course, on this channel, you can actually watch the live stream of me getting that final run and platinum for Pro Skater 3+4, which we'll get to in a minute. There's Spider-Man again, obviously a platinum that when Miles Morales came out, so both of those I did on PS5. So again, that straightforward, fun Insomniac thing. You do have to do New Game Plus, it drags out a little bit. Oh boy.
Sounds like they're after new form. The stuff in the reactor? It's not installed yet. I'm just talking about shipments.
He just shot his mate. Oh, trophy! I got a 100-point combo? That's awesome. Interestingly, Flower. This is the only copy of Flower I've 100%ed. Because I've got this on the Vita and PS3 as well. But I think this was... I felt the urge. December 2020. I just felt the urge to go and go ahead and complete this. I can't remember if I did complete this. Let me actually check. There's a way I can check this. If I did finish it on the PS5, because there would be a video. Oh, look at that. There is too. So now we're getting to the stuff where almost all of these trophies have videos attached to them because they're here on the PS5. So, good times ahoy. Now, yes, I did do some auto popping for Pro Skater and Crash Bandicoot 4. Leave me be. Those were very, very, very hard platinums. So, I'm going to take my win right there. Game Beast is a fun little game. Bit of physics-based combat. You can have your friends jump in. You can all fight each other. A lot of it is sort of messing around with the physics and trying to get your character in weird poses or climb certain things. And like climb onto the roof of a truck. Get inside the truck. Break the stairs on the tower. Like, there's all sorts of little things that would otherwise be very easy if it weren't for the flimsy controls and physics-based stuff that's going on here. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Wow, that we're getting a Vita game all the way up here. I respect it. Very similar list to, I guess, Assassin's Creed 3. A lot of story-based stuff. There's a bit of multiplayer, which is basically just you pressing buttons. It's not an actual multiplayer mode. It's some sort of near functionality thing. But yeah, I did go back in 2021 to just sort of clean this up. Fun little game. It runs like crap on the Vita, but like it's still very impressive. Like I still play, I'm like, wow, how does this even run at all on this thing? Now, I have 2 copies of Fall Guys. There's one there, and there's the other one. Yeah, 10 out of 10, 100 hours. Wow. I guess statistically, that would be the hardest platinum that I have. It might even be the rarest at 1.9% ultra rare. Yeah, this is such a great game. It does require you get to, I guess, level 40? Or is it level 50? Oh, yeah, it's up here. Oh, that's 50 items. Yeah, there's a lot of getting items and leveling up and doing all sorts of things in the game. Qualifying for 500 rounds. The one that obviously stumps everybody, and I am extremely lucky that I was able to pull this off, is the Infallible Trophy, which is, it actually wasn't even the last one I did. Win 5 episodes in a row. I think this was actually glitched. And that's how I think I noticed on a thread that it was glitched, and it was, the whole trophy community was like, go, 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 like, jump in, get the trophy now before they patch it and fix it, and it was one of those situations. And then from that point on, I had what is meant to be a very simple trophy, win an episode as part of a party of 3 or more players, and that took me literally a week. I just had the worst string of luck that I couldn't even win as part of a party. Because in that, basically any one of the 4 people in your party can win and it counts and you get the trophy. And for whatever reason, yeah. Just wasn't my day. But we got there in the end. So that was all on the original base, and then they had this weird thing with the game. As you can see here, they basically redid the launcher, and people worked out that, oh, there's a whole new trophy list, and the whole thing auto pops. So you can see 43 seconds it took me to get this platinum. And I think to this day, that's like my fastest... fastest platinum is 40 seconds. I'm actually a little disappointed that I even did that, to be honest, because that's such a crappy number. I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame that it went that way. What else we got? So there's Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Very nice. Again, clean Insomniac list. You don't have to do everything, but you get a lot of the weapons and a lot of the collectibles. Beat the story, you'll get there. Very nice. So that's what I have. Oh, I'm not wearing any of this. There we go. That's a silver trophy? Bloody hell, just throw them out, why don't you? Fun game. Tabletop Racing, this is one I really got into in 2017, and then, geez, I was even playing in 2016, wow. And then I just decided to clean up at a certain point. There was some really tough, so there's some multiplayer stuff that I remember that being pretty straightforward. And then collect all the hidden gold coins. That must have been it. I think there were just a few drifting challenges that it took me a long time to figure out sort of how to nail down the drifting. Let's see if I can find it here. This is the one I'm thinking of. So I think this one was to get 1,000,000 points in the drift challenge, which you can see I'm similar to Tony Hawk. I'm in overtime at this point. But look at me go. So I'm already at 303, so I need just under 700 to make this work, and boom, I got it. Oh man, my heart was pounding at this moment. But that was it. That got me the platinum, so I was very, very happy about that. Great little game. I loved it. Let's see. SpongeBob. Battle for Bikini Bottom. I think I just had this. Yeah, 2020. I must have just bought it randomly and started playing it, and then yep, went back, cleaned it, get the rest of the golden spatulas, that whole thing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised I don't have this trophy yet. 100 robots. Just trying to jinx it so that when I say that, it just comes, but never so far. Up, there you go. Right on cue. Toy Story 3, again, another old PS3 game that I rented back in like 2010. Wanted to clean it up. This authentically has a fantastic, I think it's called the sandbox or the toy box mode, where it is basically an open world version of Toy Story where you're doing favors for people. It's awesome. It's surprisingly awesome. And what's funny about this is that I bought the game digitally because I bought the game off eBay as a way to clean up the trophies and get the platinum. And what I realized is that the disc was scratched to the point where it wouldn't load the toy box. So I just had to buy the game again a second time digitally to ensure that wouldn't happen again. I think this is where I'm meant to go. Oh, you know what? I'm meant to throw 15 of these guys. Let's see if I can do that. So there's one I haven't got on that building. Oh, Oh, it counted. All right, 2 more. We need 2 more. Yo, this music's so chill.
All right.
Oh, that didn't count. Okay.
I made it.
Okay, good. All right. Now, everyone, watch how long it takes for this trophy to pop up. Oh, I don't miss this.
I made it.
There we go. That was like 15 seconds. It was around this time that I went back and cleaned up both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Woo! Fantastic games, but yeah, it's usually these not the Riddler challenges. It was, I think this took me a while to do. Oh no, I got that in 2012. It was combat challenges. That was what really, because the Predator challenges was fine. I got that back in 2013. It was these I really had to get back in the groove of. And I'm surprised the perfect free flow perfection. I'm shocked that I got that earlier than I did. I think it must have been Arkham City. Here we go. Perfect free flow 2.0 2021. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then I think I did all the DLC as well. And oh yeah, Robin and Nightwing. I did that stuff afterwards. So a lot of fun to clean up. Some very challenging modes they had there. Good stuff. Let's see. Nickelodeon All-Star. Very similar to some of the other fighting games we've done. Just sort of, you know, online quick play matches. It's mostly just playing the same thing over and over again repetitively to get your trophies. There's not a lot of challenge involved in that, to be fair. Let's see. Legacy of Thieves Collection. Just a bundle of Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. Very, very similar trophy list. But what I love that they've done is because the weird way that PS5 trophies are formatted, you can only have 1 platinum per executable. And what they've done was the base game is just Uncharted 4, but they snuck in a cheeky little trophy at the bottom that says earn all trophies in Lost Legacy. So you have to do all of this just to get the 1 trophy here and pop the platinum. So I actually don't mind the method they went about doing that. Now here's the thing. I think I accidentally just skipped Knockout City, but that is okay. Because the PS5 version has taken us back now. Again, 100-hour plat. I love Knockout City. It's yeah, all unobtainable. The servers are down. You can't do any of this anymore. I'm so proud of this platinum. It's such a fun game. I was in love with it. Perfect dodgeball mechanics. The daily contracts is what really stretched out the time. But it was sort of perfect pacing because I was able to do everything else during that whole month. And there's some tricky ones in here, but you know, catch 1,000 dodgeballs, 1,000 KO assist. There's a lot of grindy stuff in there. Play 100 matches. The 250 XP or 1,000 XP, that takes a minute to get. There was one where you have to roll around as a bowl for a while, because if you hold one of the buttons, you basically go into a bowl mode, which you're meant to do so that other players can grab you. It's also maybe a dodging technique. There's a few uses for it. But there's a trophy here that requires you to roll around. Here we go, for 100 kilometers in bowl form. And that also takes a long time. But I absolutely adored this game. And indeed, when it came to PS5 a little bit later, well, that is the PS5 version, I platted it once again. A bunch of auto pop in there, not everything, so that's why it says 6 days.
Multi-ball.
It's all tied up. Gold team win. Go! Blue team wins.
Stray. What a lovely little game. I have a short on this, so people can watch the short if they want to learn more about this trophy list, but it's a great little list. It requires you to do all sorts of fun little things as a cat, but you still got to get all the collectibles, beat the story, do it in under 2 hours, which isn't as hard as it sounds. I got this on my first go, but just barely. And I felt like it was a really good run from the get-go. Like, I was remembering a lot of the pathways and puzzle stuff right off the bat. Last of Us Part 1, once again, very similar list. They compensate for having no multiplayer, so they just add a few extra of these fun little trophies that you can get, like Pet Buckley the dog and things like that. So they compensate for it a little bit. Uno. I just felt like playing Uno that week, I guess. Very straightforward. Crash Team Rumble. I was disappointed again in how quickly I was able to... 3 days. 3 days to platinum this. It didn't take me very long at all. But it was a fun game for what it was. But I had no inkling to play it beyond getting the trophy there, unfortunately. Now, this is what people might have a problem with. This may be 13 hours. This may be the closest thing I have to a true shovelware platinum trophy. Now, it's not shovelware in the traditional sense, like it is based on a popular IP. But My Friend Peppa Pig, not a hard game to beat. 11 golds and a plat. And as you can see, I was sort of popping them pretty quickly. 10 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 12 minutes. I mean, look, I can even show you kind of the extent of what we're dealing with here. But the other thing as well, people can be upset at me if they want. Here we go. This is what we're dealing with. This is a gold trophy right here. It just looks like the show. But occasionally you have an X button. You can walk around left and right. You press the X button. You gotta find these glasses. You gotta do it. There you go, and they just appear. There's the glasses. We found the glasses. We did it. Gold trophy right there. He's very happy now. Yeah. The other thing I should disclose is I actually wasn't the one who played this. It looked funny on the PlayStation, I guess, Deluxe account. It was there as a free download. And I said, Kirsty, want to play it? So I had my girlfriend play it. And she got most of those trophies for me.
Pepper, you are being so helpful with building a snowman. Not.
She's just watching you.
Oh, girl, at least put the nose on. She's so lazy. She's just standing there.
She said follow me. Or is that you saying follow me? Look at their little legs. A gold trophy?
She's like, I'm going to also take credit for the snowman, even though I've done nothing.
Could it be a bird?
What?
Wow, what an incredible discovery.
Don't remember ants making that noise.
I don't think we did, no. Guess you're gonna platinum the whole game for me at this rate.
Scared about riding down the hill.
Pepper's freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
You look pretty chill.
I know, I'm so chilled. I'm like, whatever, I'm halfway down a slope. She's freaking out.
It's all of her upper body strength to press on the brake.
I
can't find his glasses.
Oh,
my glasses.
He looks possessed.
He's gonna knock over that fish.
Oh my god!
Right there. Gold trophy.
This is so easy. They just find it out of the exact same rock pool. We've got another gold trophy. They just found everything in the same rock pool.
I can think of silver trophies that have taken me literally weeks to get.
That's funny.
You've gotten 5 gold trophies in like an hour.
Our driver's mad.
Go really fast. She got bored at I don't know, there's like 2 trophies left. And then once she left the house, I was like, nah, son. I'm going to finish this off. So indeed I did. Actually, yeah, what are the times here? So 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Yeah, so we stopped here after the museum, and then these last few at 11 p.m. I went back and finished it off. I couldn't handle it. I'm like, I need my 100%. I can't do this. That's so funny. I love that so much. Bug snacks. So now we're in the group of trophies since we moved in together. So there you go. So she's had to endure all of these games after Peppa Pig, as you can see. So this I got way back 2021. This was a launch game for the PS5. Is this the same studio? It is, as Octodad. So there you go. It all comes into play. I cleaned up the DLC in 2014. That's what I did there, but a bit of fun. Then Spider-Man 2. Awesome game. Loved it. I got the platinum, what, like 4 days? 5 days. And then, of course, they added the trophy way later. New Game Plus, so... Did that one. Eventually, Abroxia 2. Same studio as the Sacred Symbols games. Lilymo. This was tough. It's a little side-scroller space shooter game. And specifically this stuff, the rush mode. Finish all 3 rush modes levels in a row. Very tough. I can't believe that I actually was able to do that. Like, almost pixel perfect movements sometimes with that stuff. Now, I did skip the Unfinished Swan earlier. We'll quickly just go back over this. Cute little artsy game. I did go back and finish off the PS4 version because that was a sort of lingering. The one that's annoying for most people is... Let's see. There's stuff like this. Minimalist. Reach the watchtower without throwing more than 3 balls. I think, yeah, you can see with the title or the tile there that basically it's invisible. It's like Limbo, but the opposite in that you have nothing, no visual frame of reference. It's basically just sound. And you can shoot 3 balls to give you slight little visual hints, but that's not going to be enough. So that one's a bit tricky. Everything else is pretty achievable. Now, Sackboy Big Adventure. This is quite deceptive. I played a lot of the Little Big Planet games. None of them I completed, as you can see, except for this one. And the thing that really held me off for many, many years, first off the multiplayer, I just needed someone to come and help me do some of those multiplayer-only levels. But it was the Knitted Night Challenge here. That was just an absolute pain in the butt. And I will show you. This isn't going to do it justice, unfortunately, because the ending of this challenge really doesn't show how tough it is. But look how much time I'm chopping off. This is like a 12 to 13 minute challenge of just like ridiculous platforming. So that was no fun. That took me literally years to wrap my head around. Just despicable. Let's see. Gone Home. Fun little game. Decided I beat it many, many years ago. Yeah, 2016. Decided to go back and clean it up. These aren't... I realized that there are basically mods you can switch on to make a lot of these easier. And then the... Where is it? I think there's a trophy for beating it. Yeah, in less than a minute. That's pretty easy. Because like... Typically on your, if you know exactly where to go and what to do, your first run's probably going to be like a minute 5 seconds or a minute 10 seconds. So it really is just like getting those perfect little camera moves here to pick up this item to trigger this thing. It's a 1 minute speed run. You really, you can't go that wrong. And then the journal entries are a bit of fun trying to find all the items that you have to interact with to trigger the journal entries. There's a weird cat one in there. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go further in. I'm just going to allude to a weird cat one. Motorstorm RC. This might be the most... Oh, no, there's another Vita game up here. There's a few Vita games in here, actually. So I busted that out last year. Very similar to the tabletop racing. Just fun little sort of over-the-top kart racer thing. Once I got my head around this was actually pretty simple. A lot of these races, getting all the medals. I mean, they're challenging, but they weren't too much trouble once I got the hang of it. The only thing that's annoying is I think there are trophies in here. Let's see if I can quickly find them. There are trophies that depend on, here we go, beat a friend's ghost in a race or a hot lab event who currently sits above you in the leaderboards. There's a few trophies like this that obviously the longer you wait, the more that your friends have done these trophies themselves and have gotten crazy scores that you have to now trump those scores. Boy, it can get tough. So those kinds of trophies are really bad when you're dealing with it like on the far end of the game's life cycle. So I'm really glad those servers were still live and looked like they're still live even now to be able to achieve that. Now we got a bit of some retro stuff here. So my 100th platinum right here, Toy Story 2. This got trophies very late. And even look at the thread. It has trophies! So yeah, it was a bit of a thing of celebration when this came out. So very proud of my 100th platinum. I got it literally as I beat the story. So it's pretty easy to smash that out.
And that's it. $100. 100 platinums. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Look at that.
There's All Star, Nickelodeon, Brawl 2, whatever. This one has a bit more of a story mode compared to the first one, but it's very much the same deal of just playing all the campaigns as different characters and just playing over and over and over and over again until you pop the last trophy. Sly Cooper, the Phoebius Raccoonus. I finally sat down and not only beat this game for the first time on the PS5, but the PS Vita as well. And the only difference in trophies is the PS5 version actually requires you to do some of the speedruns. And then the Vita version, where is it? This was my 101th platinum. There are no trophies associated with the speedruns. But what I will say, I learnt this. I dealt with another trophy glitch. Not quite as bad as the Unit 13 one, but I will say the Steal a Kiss. Now, as you can see, the times are a little weird. In fact, I think 11:03, that was my last trophy, was Steal the Kiss. That is meant to trigger during the last cutscene. That's meant to be an unmissable story trophy you get towards the end of the game. And I found out why it just didn't pop for me. And it's because I was playing on the PAL version of the emulator, when really you should be playing on, is it NTSC? NTCS? I don't know, whatever it is. You need to be playing on that, because the trophy just doesn't pop otherwise. It just doesn't work. So what I had to do, because you can't transfer save data between the different regions, so at that point, I just used cheats to unlock the last level, and then just beat the boss again to get the cutscene. So I was a little bit cheeky there. Just a little bit. I finally went back to Modern Warfare 3. I think I had some special ops stuff left over, some intel. So, yep, 2024. Yep, I went back and did this. I think some of this I did in co-op. And then I also bought... It was like $80 worth of DLC, which is just atrocious. But that's Activision. They're onto it. I tell you that much. I bought it all, and I earned all the trophies here. So, you know, they done got me, so to speak. Hotline Miami. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Look at that. Yeah, brilliant. Not as hard as I thought it would be. Like, there's some intimidating stuff with, like, the code and the secret ending and the epilogue and getting... Is it A+? Yeah, A+ on all chapters. Not as super difficult as I thought it would be. That was a very fun one. Everybody's gone to the Rapture. Oh, yeah. Pretty straightforward list. There's a few annoying things. Where's the... Is it the phone calls? There's one like that. Because there's trophies here for sort of finding each of everything. Like all the books. The chads, which are like little doodles. There's all sorts of things like that. But then they have the trophy. for ignoring one of them. Where is it? End of the game triggered. Listen to all the radios before doing anything else. That's the one that just like requires you to have a guide. You have to follow a guide as you navigate through this game, and the walking speed is not very fast at all. So yeah, there's a little bit of a slog element to it, but the game itself is really beautiful. The art style of it, the way they use light leak and all of that, just yeah, great stuff atmospherically. Sound shapes, that's a little famous one back in the day for trophy hunters. First off, there's a lot. Look at all these silvers. And these are very, very straightforward puzzles. I'll see if I can just show you quickly kind of what we're dealing with here. Sound shapes. I mean, a lot of it is the platforming. So these are the kind of platforms you're generally going to be doing. But then you go to all these DLC packs, and you're basically just doing sound association. And you can basically just keep trial and erroring things. If you don't have the ear for it, you can just keep messing around until it goes. I'm going to change my light. This light all of a sudden is way brighter than it should be. There we go, that's a bit better. I don't know why it was so bright all of a sudden. Yeah, so that's a good excuse to get a lot of silvers. Can I bring this down even more? There we go. That's a lot better, my exposure. Whew. Yeah, it's a good excuse to get a lot of silvers, I tell you. But here's the thing. This was made so popular because it was one of the first examples of auto pop and cross save implementation. So you would think that all the trophies I earned on this PS4 version, I would immediately go over the PS Vita, send over the save, and all of these would pop. That's not exactly what happened, and the reason for that is because I did it too late. By the time I got around to this, you'll see the timestamps are different. It's the same day actually, but if I go in, let's see, very last trophy earned 11:30 a.m. Last trophy down here, 12:39 p.m. Oh, was that the same day? 20? Oh, well, that's how... Wow, I really smashed these out. Look at that. And I think I literally was like watching... I had it on the Vita and I was watching the screen, all the clips that had been saved from me earning the trophy previous, and then just replicating it on the Vita. Exactly. That's why I was earning these so quickly. But the reason I had to do that is because the servers were down. So the cross-save functionality didn't work anymore. So I technically didn't auto-pop any of those trophies. So there you go. I did it legitimately. Gravity Rush we already covered. Life is Strange. So as you could see, I got a few Life is Strange games in here. I actually did them all quite recently. And a lot of them are the same deal. They're all tied to the optional collectibles in the game. There are trophies for beating each level individually. But if we jump ahead to Before the Storm, for example, or even True Colors, this is all to do with graffiti. This is all to do with memories, just finding objects in the environment, pressing the button, interacting with them. Very straightforward trophies for Life is Strange. The only exception, of course, is double exposure, like I said earlier, where you got your trophies for the optional photos and completing chapters, but it gets a little bit more complicated where they require you to make different choices. They require you to do things that are otherwise not guaranteed to do in the story. Romancing only certain characters, romancing neither, romancing both. So that requires you to play like the same chapter over and over again with different outcomes. And then there is one trophy. Oh, they got the cat DLC. Yes, I bought the cat DLC. Yes, I'm sorry. I know I'm a shill.
This is literally the best moment of my life.
There's one though. Was that it? Complete, found all photos. Found all photos, and I think this one. This is February? 3rd of Feb. I think one of those trophies is... Oh, took all possible photos. I think that's it. 3 a.m. Jeez, what was wrong with me, man? Yeah, that's that you have to do in one run. You can't use chapter select for that specific trophy, so that was a bit of a pain. So, yeah, food for thought, a little bit different there. Astro's Playroom. This would have been a lot deeper in the list if not for the fact that they added these DLC trophies a little bit later in preparation for Astro Bot, the game. But yeah, I love this game. I think I streamed my first 2-hour run of the story. I didn't stream the whole trophy collecting saga, but yeah, it's just fun. That's all there is to it.
A whole new world. I'm gonna turn it up just a tiny bit. It's a PS1. It's so cute. Oh, is that Knack? That's Knack. That's funny. Oh, it's Spyro. Little Spyro. Oh, he's getting burnt. Oh, they're little triggers. That's cute. Hey, it's Uncharted. Yay. The Order 1886. Very nice. Oh, it's Journey. Oh, that's so cute. Good old PlayStation 4. Greatness awaits. That's awesome. What is this guy doing to it? I mean, frankly, that's what I did when I first got my PS4 too. But one more. I want to get something valuable. Ooh. Oh, that's so cute. Fat Princess? Yeah, definitely. Oh, they're playing Dude Raider. On the PS3, they're playing Dude Raider. Yes. Gotta free them. Ooh. Botcharted. Just saying. Oh my goodness. That's the PS3 startup sound. Yeah, boy, we're gonna get ourselves a PS3. There it is. Now, I had a Slim. I didn't have this big-ass fat PS3. HD graphics, boy! Oh, whoa! I never knew that! I never knew... That thing opens? Oh, I'm gonna get so f***ing nostalgic right now. Oh, it's Death Stranding. That's funny. There we go. Now that's a classic. This guy's struggling. Oh! Why did I get... Did something hit me? What is this? Oh, Heavy Rain! Infamous! Yeah, boy. Oh, look, he's even got the sling bag. New artifact, please. Come on, let's go, let's go. Yeah, boy. Oh, the multi-tap. A soapy. Ah, I get it. This is their brand. I'm drawn to it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Beautiful. Do it! You are not ready! Hey, Ratchet. A memory card! That's so cute. There it is! The iToy! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's the mic! The SingStar mic! God of War! Oh, that's so clever! Emotion engine. Gotcha. What's going on to Sackboy? What are you doing to him? Playroom. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all the work we've done today, folks, in 2.5 hours. Beautiful. Is that meant to be a wall? I guess not. That's awesome. So many little references here to all the PlayStation IP. Yeah, just phenomenal. Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Yeah. This is a fun little game. It was... I think I did most of this offline with computers. I think it was just quicker that way because there's a lot of... I think there's a trophy for winning... I just saw it. Win 100 games of Quidditch. Yeah, I think for the sake of just getting this done as quickly as possible, I think I did it offline on some of the easier difficulties, but then there are some cups that you have to do that are on harder difficulties. Man, this tile is still broken. There is no tile for this. And this is actually broken in the sense that you get this trophy at level 40. So there's a few weird glitches going on here. There's also some trophies people have complained about for months, saying that a glitch that I never had an issue. I just popped them like very early on in my run. So I got very lucky with this platinum. A lot of people have experienced some weirdness. I got very lucky and thankfully didn't. Ape Escape. With the power of Astro's influence, I finally went back and played Ape Escape. Very easy. I did a short on this. Very easy platinum trophy. You just got to launch all the mini games. You don't even have to play them. They're all, a lot of them are golds. You don't even have to collect everything in the collectathon. It's a bit silly in some ways. Helldivers 2 is awesome. Awesome, fantastic game. Probably my game of the year from last year. Yes, even more than Astrobot. I love the way it's formatted. They got all the easier, straightforward bronzes down here, and then as you get higher up, you got your silvers and your golds. I think it's like a perfectly formatted trophy list in that sense. Yeah, and requires you to do all sorts of fun, difficult, but rewarding aspects of the game.
We can't get in! So let's... What?
To do it. I'm sorry.
Yes! Let's go!
The only thing that's really annoying, and I think I just scrolled past it. Where is it? It's to do with upgrading your ship. Upgrade all ship modules to at least level 1 and reach max rank on one ship module. So what's annoying about this trophy, this was the last trophy I earned. It's annoying because they kept changing the goalposts. If you played this game at launch, you only had to do 3 upgrades. Now it's 5. It actually might even be more than 5 at this point. It was 5 when I did it. So that was the reason why the platinum took a lot longer than it probably should have for me to achieve. But otherwise, fantastic. Fantastic game. Max Payne. I cheese the hell out of this, I'm not going to lie. No platinum. Very difficult stuff with the part-time New York Minute mode. Yeah, just some really annoying... I use cheats. You can use cheats and get a lot of these trophies. I was not having it, man. It's a very difficult game. I did play it and beat it originally on PC, way back when. And then I did play it on PS4 here because... Yeah, so finished chapter 3 March 2020, and then it was 2024 when I went back and got those extra trophies. So, you know, I did my thing. I'll brush over Tomb Raider. You'll see why in just a moment. Twisted Metal, IQ Intelligent Cube, some pretty easy PS1 games. Part of the reason these are so easy is because you can use the rewind functionality, which I try and be sparse on that, but every now and then you got to bust it out. And the thing with Twisted Metal that makes this a little bit cheesy is you got to win the main prize. You got to win the competition with every single character. What you can do is just play the last level as each character, and it counts. So that's one way that you can earn the trophy in just a couple of hours. I did it in 4 hours and 6 minutes, as you can see there. Inside, very similar to Limbo, in that all you have to do is find specific things in the environment. So if you want to see how quickly I did this. So I beat the game in 2019. This was the same as Until Dawn, where I tried to record this back in 2016. I actually played it on PC, and my recording got busted. I lost a bunch of footage. I was so upset that it took me this long to get back into it. Anyway, I beat the game, and then I came back last year to just... Look at this. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 1 minute, 4 minutes. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I just used the guide. Yeah. I wanted to smash it out. It was annoying me. It was at 10% for so long. Prototype 2, that was a weird one that I just decided to get back to. I was at 50% for a very, very long time, at least 12 years. And I decided, hey, why not go back, beat it on hard, get all these other random trophies, upgrades, completing side missions, fully upgrade your character. Just, yeah, very straightforward. Smashed it out in a day or two, I believe. These two can go together because these were quite fun. Road 96. Very straightforward. 11 golds and a plat. This is one I could probably do a short on very soon. Great game. Great sort of story with like a deeper political meaning behind the whole thing. Very Life is Strange-esque in terms of the style and the way that the game plays out. And there's some interesting stuff in the trophies. I will say, putting so many golds back to back. Look at this. Pet the cat, meet Zoe, and I missed it the first time, but Below the Fire. Those 3 gold trophies you can earn within literally like 2 minutes of each other. But what I do like about the tapes is that it's not that they're contextual, but with the tapes, what's cool is that there's basically more than 20 places you can find tapes, but you only have to get 20 of those opportunities to quote-unquote collect all the tapes. So that is very easy to do in a single playthrough. That's my only that's the only thing that annoys me is that this game, to see it all fully, you do need to play it multiple times, and you don't need to play it multiple times to get the platinum. So the platinum doesn't force you to really see the whole game thoroughly, and I wish it did. So maybe I'll do a video about that at some point in the future. Plucky Squire, fun little game where you can jump in storybook and play 2D, jump out and play 3D. Fun little bit of combat. Bit of collecting, some glitchy stuff in there. I remember reading back in the day. I never quite had a bad experience. Some of like collecting the glitch birds was a bit annoying, but generally a fun game. Both of those games I really enjoyed playing back to back. There's Tribe Breaker, sequel to Twin Breaker. So I did that both times. The PS4 list is actually a lot easier than the PS5 list. The PS5 list requires you to do a little bit more, getting the 40 levels on hard, getting the S ranks. It requires a little bit more out of you, but indeed I did do both trophy lists. Actually, if we go back to the Platinum Club, let's see, I was the 14th person to earn this platinum, however. Oh, I got kicked out. I was the second fastest achiever. Now, what's funny is that the 2 accounts in front of me, Lily Mo Games and Breath of Water, they're both the same person. It's the developer of this game. So, there you have it. I think, could I still be considered number 1? I would like to be considered for number 1. Goat Simulator. I messed around with this back in the day. Had fun, 2015. Had fun with it. Sat at about 20% for a very long time before I realized that the guide says it's a 2-hour plat. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I went back. The DLC took a lot longer. A lot of fun DLC. I love sort of the parody stuff that's going on with Waste of Space. It's like a big parody on sci-fi and Mass Effect. Payday, sort of that heist open world crime genre. Goat Z, which is obvious what that is. Goat MMO. Yeah, I love like the commentary and the fun stuff with that. Trophies are quite fun, but I will complain about one little trophy. Here's the trophy I'm going to complain about. There you are. So, a riff on Flappy Bird. I think it's towards the bottom. Oh, did I see it? Here we go. This trophy sucks, man. This is so hard. You just got to get 10 points in the Flappy Bird ripoff. In Flappy Goat. Just... This took me way longer than it should take any human. Look at me messing around with the camera. I'm freaking out. There you go. I was done. I was so done at that point. But I did it. That's the main thing. I achieved my goal. So yeah, Goat Simulator. What a fun. So we already talked about all Life is Strange games. Let's jump ahead to Job Simulator. 11 golds and a plat. I did a short on this. Pretty straightforward. You can do it in a couple of hours. Really fun. Fun little game. You do all the jobs. Each job sort of has like a little miscellaneous trophy, throwing stuff around. It's very straightforward. Fun game. I love that Kingdom Hearts sneaks in here. You're going to see Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days, and up here recoded. Those are literally movies. You just have to watch the movies. And as you can see in a moment, I'll show you, I am right in the thick of it with my Kingdom Hearts playthrough. So those are the only Kingdom Hearts games you're going to see at 100%. I have a lot more that are below the 100% mark. Power Wash Simulator. I did a short on this as well. A weirdly satisfying game, but it's like 50, 60, 70 hours of just washing things constantly. It really does test your patience, and each level has like its own little quirk. Push the ball out of the bowl. Let's see, complete all the lanterns first. Clean the carousel without turning it off. There's all little fun things like that. None of it's really particularly difficult, and all this DLC just adds to the time. I think we're done though with DLC, because Power Wash Simulator 2 is right around the corner, allegedly. So I think that's it for Power Wash. Every few months they would get some DLC, and I would have fun spending a few hours going back and just knocking it out. But generally speaking, it's a long journey. It's a very long journey. So this is interesting because when I re-recorded my oh, did I skip one? No, I haven't. I haven't skipped one. Good. When I recorded or live streamed my initial trophy sort of collection video, this is roughly where I was at. So Need for Speed Rivals was at 1% for about 11 years. I played it at launch for PS4, and finally, it was actually my brother's. I had to go to my brother's house, borrow his disc, the copy, and that's how I went back and played it. I think I was worried that the servers were about to go down. I think they're still up, because there are a couple of trophies here that require you to be online, but generally you can play this offline. Yeah, win a race against a friend, bust a friend, there's stuff like that. But generally this is a very fun open world racing game where you're just going to be doing a bunch of checklists. And I had a lot of fun with it.
My vehicle is taking damage when I'm... Target detained, another 1044 off the road. Control, code 3 suspect is incapacitated. Requesting tow and cleanup.
Titanfall 2, same deal, was at 1% for a number of years. I finally went back and did it. The gauntlet training, that's tough. That is very tough. Let's see if I can pull it out. I'm really proud. I mean, that was actually one of the first things that I straight up refused to move on and play the story before completing this. And I still make mistakes in this run. Look, that's a mistake right there. I recovered very quickly. But nevertheless, like, it's way faster to just shoot the dude and keep jumping. Yeah, look at that. Nice. That was tough. But the rest of the game was a lot easier in comparison to that. Was there a hard... Is there a beat that game on? I think it was. Complete campaign master. I just did it on master. I was like, one playthrough, doing a master. And it was only like 2 or 3 levels that were actually genuinely really challenging and frustrating. But otherwise... I think it was worth it to not have to play the whole game again from scratch, to just do it on Master from the get-go. I had a lot of fun with that. Now, Tomb Raider, you saw I skipped it earlier. I did the PS3 version last year. A few months later, I was like, nope, I'm going to do the PS4 version before those servers go down as well. They're still up. Servers are still up on both consoles, which is nuts. A lot of grinding on the multiplayer, because the servers are dead, so you just have to go into custom games and just grind by yourself forever and ever. But the campaign is also just awesome. I really did see the value in remastering this game so quickly. When I saw like the frame rate jump, the graphical jump, like it really was such an improved version, this definitive edition over the PS3, that I was really glad they had gone ahead and done it. Alright, and now we're at the very tippy top of the mountain. We're getting into stuff that we've covered on this channel. So Lake, I did a video on my entire Lake Platinum journey, which is mostly doing favors for people in the map and finishing the game with different endings. You do have to replay the last 30 minutes a couple of times, but otherwise a very fun game. There's Astrobot. It keeps getting bounced up because of all these DLC trophies. A lot of challenge levels, some time trial levels. But I mean, come on, Astrobot. It's just a perfect game. It's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, what an absolute pleasure it was to play this game and platinum it. Zanzun, I still don't know how to pronounce this game. There will be a video. I've live streamed my entire run of this game. There will be a video of me getting the platinum for this. But a lot of it is dependent on you just beating the level, getting all these collectibles, the cars, the letters, the altars. And then there's a few fun little, jump this many times, hug the ballast 20 times. There's stuff like that. There will be a video coming out soon on this very game. So I'm very excited about that. Same for Medieval. I streamed my entire Medieval run. I finally played this classic. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. There were a few tricky ones in here. A few ones that I had to come back to after beating the story. Collect all the weapons, the 2,500 coins. I got duped on that because I didn't realize that you had to have that on you. It wasn't just a total collection. You had to have that on you. So a few little things stumped me there. And finally, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. I already showed you footage of this earlier, but what I love is that it's a similar trophy list to 1+2, but there's slight differences that really change the way that you have to grind. Instead of getting to level 100, you have to beat the solo campaigns about 30 times. This right here that's like 40 to 50 hours, right? Just that trophy alone, let alone everything that leads up to it. All of this stuff, speedrun without bailing. There's a bunch of goal-based stuff here. There's all the challenges. Some are trickier than others. But I've put so many hours into this game. It would be insane for me to find any of this, impossible to do. Eventually, the fact that I was able to do this legitimately, the 10 million, I was like, okay, at this point, I feel like nothing should be so hard that I can't do it. But we're talking about an 80-hour plat, and again, I have a video on the channel. You can watch that. So there you go. That is everything that I've 100%ed. My 137 plats, my 173 completed games. There you go. That is a lot right there. Now we are going to quickly... This is still a much longer video than I anticipated it being. I apologize for that. But now we are going to cover the many, many games that I have not completed. And as you can see, I'm right in the middle of my Kingdom Hearts binge. So where is it? Where's Kingdom Hearts 1? There it is right there at 79%. Rechain of Memories is 74%. So that's just a case of replaying the game on proud difficulty and a couple of little loose things. With these ones, with 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, I'm just powering through the stories. Once I'm basically all caught up to that, I will go back and retroactively complete all these Kingdom Hearts games. But I will say that my journey through Kingdom Hearts 1, getting all these trophies, all the shields, staffs, keyblades, all the synthesis items. I mean, these are all story right here, the keyholes, but time trials, all the, Colosseum matches, the secret bosses. This, so much to love about this game, so much to love. But you can see I got to beat it on proud without changing equipment and under 15 hours. I'm probably going to do that across 2 playthroughs, even though you theoretically could do it in 1, but let's let's not worry about that at the moment. So that's where I'm at with the Kingdom Hearts stuff right now. But what we're going to do is do this in order of percentage. So the deeper into the list I go, the less I'm going to have to say about all these games. So right here, 98%, max pain free. Oh, man, that's my white whale. It truly is. All I have to do is beat New York Minute Hardcore. That's all you have to do. You have to beat the entire game in one run with a timer, so about 3 to 3.5 hours, without dying a single time. And keep in mind, this game is pretty glitchy on the PS3. The PS3 is ready to kill itself by the time you get to those last few chapters, so this is extremely difficult, and my dream is to finally complete this, maybe on stream, on video, and finally pop that platinum.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh god, see what I mean? He's in a really awkward angle to get him. Oh. I'm out of ammo! No! Okay, retry. Yeah. Damn. Oh my god, I got it for a flip. Oh boy, that was so good. I'm out of ammo. No! Wow, that was embarrassing. That's one positive. Oh god, where'd you come from? Actually, I'm pretty sure I can skip this section. Just go, just run. No! I forgot that Parsos died! No! I can't believe they made a whole game series about Homer Simpson's fake name. No! He killed Parsos again! This could be the end of Jakey Boo. Oh god, there's a grenade right there! Oh! I'm gonna die. Oh my god, what are you doing, Max? What are you doing? I'm dead. That's insane.
Now, there are unobtainables. Thankfully, I have all of these, including all the DLC, all the multiplayer stuff. Thank goodness I did all this stuff back in the day. So, that's my white whale right there. Now, fun little thing here. I got Flow. There's actually a few versions of Flow. There's the PS3 down here. The reason this is stuck down here is because I think it's actually something wrong with my console, not the controllers. Because I've tried so many different 6-axis controllers. None of them work with Flow because it's all based on the movement, the actual 6-axis, and it just doesn't work. Same with Flower. It's just not working at all. And I'm starting to think my console has an issue where it's just not working. But the problem I'm having on the PS4 and Vita is this one. Eat all the advanced creatures in a campaign without eating any food. It's just tough. It's just tough to control. It's tough to navigate that. Theoretically, I can do each of those in 5 minutes, but I'm just having trouble. We already talked about Last of Us Part 2, which is the chronological mode. But here's the thing with Brotherhood. I'm stuck. I've done everything except these online trophies, which are no longer obtainable. I think I got to level 43. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be stuck there forever. I'm very sad about that. GTA 4, March 2010. This is like one of the very first games I played also on this account. And I got 100% a long time ago. I've done a lot of the online trophies. I'm just missing a couple from Ballad of Gay Tony. I've got that on a separate disc. But it's really these 4 here that the servers are still live. I just need to put the time aside to do these 4. Because one day I'm going to wake up and those servers are down. And I'm going to kick myself if I never ever finish GTA 4. Tetris Effect, man, what a game. This took over my life in 2021. Oh, I guess 2022, as you can see here. Or 2023? I don't know. This is all over the place, man. Yeah, this is a phenomenal game. And I'm just like rotate 1 million tetraminos. Is that what they're called? This shouldn't be too hard. 15 combo. But it's this stuff. It's the SS rank everywhere. That's going to take me a long time to do. So one day I'll go back to it. I am keen to do that. Crash Nitro Fueled. Again, I've just got a couple of some of the really difficult trophies. I mean, it's hard. This game is so hard, dude. So it's going to be a while before I have the nerve to go back to it. Yeah, we talked about Kingdom Hearts already. Now, Black Ops. This is annoying. Because I actually only have one trophy left to get the platinum. It's right here. My friend has come over and I brought my PlayStation 3 to his house. He's come over and we played here. We've tried this. We just can't do it. The Pack-a-Punch crossbow kills 6 enemies with the explosion by shooting at an ally. Like, it's such a chain of events that you have to get early enough in the rounds before the zombies just become too overbearing. We just haven't had any luck with this, man. And the one time that we actually lined this up perfectly, I went to shoot my friend because I had the crossbow that was Pack-a-Punched, and it wouldn't stick to him. And what we realized is, I think it has to be like a specific part of their body for it to actually stick. And that just, like, we were like so upset when we realized that. Am I going to do all this DLC? I would like to. Am I going to buy all this DLC for like $80? Yeah, probably. Probably, yeah. I can see myself doing that. I love Motorstorm Apocalypse. Fantastic game with all the dynamic environments and destruction. But as you can see, I'm locked out of the platinum, unfortunately. There's too many multiplayer trophies I never got around to. Simpsons arcade game. I need a friend to do this. Complete the game on expert difficulty in individual quarters mode. I just need someone to help me because you can cheese it with a friend, but it's also just way easier. It should only take like 30-35 minutes to do that. But I'll wait till I have a friend locked in. We'll just do that together. God of War Ascension is one of the only God of War games of the past that I haven't finished. I think I just beat it. I wasn't really that into the game. I beat it once and never got back to it. So there's a few random things. Slow 100 enemies down. All the collections, the upgrades. Beat it on hard difficulty. Yeah, I'll get to it one day. It can't be that difficult, I'm sure. We already talked about Uncharted 3. I'm locked out of that, unfortunately. Now, GTA 5. I have 3 versions with GTA 5 on this account. This PS5 version is the only one where I got every single story trophy. So I did all of this at the start of last year. That was a while ago now. Multiplayer, I really need to buckle. Oh, I did all this because I heard it was, I think the PS4 version of the Rockstar editor got taken down. So I went ahead and did this on PS4, did it here on PS5 as well while I was at it. But one day I would like to... Can I do all this before GTA 6 comes out? Maybe. But I got to start soon. I got to get on that GTA hype train. So we'll see. I Am Alive. I really want to get back to this one day. I just got to replay it on Survivor. And then do help all the victims. But see, again, it's like Kingdom Hearts. They're sort of diametrically opposed trophies. Like, I'm better off helping all the victims and getting these on one playthrough and then doing Survivor. Because it would just be really hard to try and do both at the same time. We'll see how I go. I wouldn't mind doing a video on that. That'd be fun. It's a random Ubisoft game from way back when.
Alright, calm down.
Oh, right in the neck. Bullets are very rare.
Hey, wait, no.
Yeah.
I'm at your mercy.
Oh, crap!
You made the big... Hey, back up.
Ow. Ah!
Assassin's Creed Revelations. Same deal as Brotherhood. I'm locked out of these trophies, unfortunately. But there's quite a lot of offline trophies I never got around to either. I don't know. This is where my head's at. Because what I want is a nice, clean, like 90 plus completion percentage right here. Will I do it at the expense of playing games that I know I can't get the platinum for, but I can at least bump up the percentage? Like with AC Revelations, jump in, get that 51 up to like an 85, knowing that it would never be 100%. I'm willing to do that, I reckon. But it's low on the priority list. I will admit that. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, so this was a COVID game as well. As you could see, May 2020. So that really mixed up that lot of games. And it was one I knew I wasn't going to platinum then and there. I reckon the 70 gold... This actually turned out to be way easier in GTA 5 than I thought it would be. I could go back and do this. And that might prompt me to do some of these other side ones. The online, I don't know how intensive the online trophies are. I think the guide says that it is pretty nuts. Look, it's a 200-hour plat. Let's see. Red Dead Online. It doesn't really say, but this might be deceptively long. Like reaching level 50, I don't know how long that takes, for example. That could be tricky. Alright, so we could smash through these ones. Beyond Two Souls, I beat it. I did a few miscellaneous trophies afterwards. I think there's a co-op trophy in here that I've already got. Launch a scene in duo mode. There's a few like that. I just need to go... Oh, I finished the game in duo mode? Jeez, okay. Saw our ending. Save to a character could be set. Yeah, there's a lot to do here. I did my initial playthrough. A lot to go back to. And I'm annoyed because, as you can see, I've also got a PS4 version down here at 10%. I'm like, why did I do that? It's very annoying. Just play it. Just play it twice in a row, back to back. Little Big Planet, Assassin's Creed 3. These are all games that I'm locked out, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do. I know, actually, Little Big Planet, this is funny. I did notice someone earned these trophies a while back. Way after the service went down. I totally snitched on them. I snitched to PSN profiles. I'm like, sorry, dude. Can't do it. I know what you're doing. I don't like it. Now, Arkham Knight, this is funny because I did replay this and did the New Game Plus. Where is New Game? There's a lot of trophies, man, for this game. There it is. Complete New Game Plus 2022. So I did go back and do this when I platinumed Asylum and City. But I tell you, man, these Riddler things, I need to just buckle up. I need to buckle up, do it, because then I can do this and get my platinum. It's the same as Black Ops. I'm so close. It's just these DLC trophies that make it look a little less impressive. Man, there's a lot. There's so much, dude. I really gotta buckle up for that one. Mortal Kombat X. Again, same as Rocket League. I had a blast in 2015. I loved playing this and doing, story mode and all the arcade stuff.
Okay. Alright, now I know how to kill you properly.
That's what I was trying to do the whole time for when to shoot.
You could have done that from the start.
You could have just done that ages ago. I was trying to do it for 2 minutes.
I've done some pretty tricky stuff here, I would say. I forgot there was DLC. So yeah, there's a few random things. I really should get to this before the servers go down. Yeah, we'll see. I'll get around to it. Detroit Become Human. It doesn't look as annoying as Beyond Two Souls. Everyone is alive at the end. Yeah, this strikes me as being slightly easier or quicker to platinum than Beyond Two Souls. Plus, it's a native PS4 game, so the whole thing's just going to run a bit more smoothly. The loading time's probably going to be faster. I played this once, loved it, haven't got back to it, so I'm hoping it'll be pretty quick and easy. Let's go back and do it. Yep, so these are a bunch of games that I like. Days Gone, GTA 3, Red Dead Redemption. There's Kingdom Hearts. Now we're getting all the Kingdom Hearts games. These are all games that I've beat and never really got back to. I mean, Burnout, it sucks because Burnout Paradise, I would love to go back and platinum this, but yeah, I'm locked out of. It's actually, there's one here. Damn it. Yeah, there's only one trophy. That means I can't platinum it. But there's also these other ones as well, so it is what it is. Let's see. Overcooked is one I do want to get to very soon. I just need to go back and beat all the worlds. I think in 3 stars. Yeah, it'll be this one here. Again, I need a friend. It'll be the same day that I do the Simpsons stuff. It'll be a co-op day. Stealth Inc. That's one I've actually been playing a little bit more recently. You can see a lot of them are October, November 2024. They're not hard trophies. It's just, it's a hard game for me to sort of get in the mood for the puzzle elements of it all. But yes, that's one I've been playing on my Vita semi-regularly. A lot, man, there's some good stuff down here. Outlast, no platinum. I just need to go back and beat on the harder difficulty, get all the documents, things like that. But I enjoyed this. This is a great little scary game. Tokyo Jungle's so good. This is another good co-op game. I would play this with a friend, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. 30-hour plat. So yeah, these are ones I would love to get back to. There's GTA 5 for PS3. So those servers are definitely shut. So I'm definitely locked out of that one. Fallout 3. I beat the story. Did a little bit of extra. I did some DLC stuff, as you can see here. But honestly, what does it say? 40-hour plat. It's not that bad. Highly missable bobblehead. Okay, so there's some missable stuff. It's definitely like an older plat. There's a lot of missables and sort of unforgiving elements to the list. But that one I can see myself going. But despite how slow, man, that's going to be like running that PS3 and man, a Bethesda game with like a deep save file. It's not a fun time for anyone. But yeah, now again, God of War, beat the story, loved it. Didn't really do much of the post-game stuff. I can't imagine, that's 40 hours as well. I can't imagine it taking me a super long time. And as you can see, there it is, Ragnarok. I barely got into it. I played a few hours and just couldn't get into it. So maybe I'll try and get back into a God of War phase. Do the cleanup for one. And then from there, jump on the Ragnarok, play it from start to finish. Let's see. There's the original prototype. It's a lot harder than the second one. Yeah, platinum events, complete story without dying. Yeah, there's a few in here that are scary, so that's why I didn't replay this more recently. I was happy to play 2. That one, not so much. How is Homefront a 100-hour platinum? My goodness. I know there's some difficulty stuff. Yeah, it's all that stuff. Complete without dying, restarting checkpoint. There's a lot of story, but then yeah, down here, multiplayer. It looks like I didn't even touch the multiplayer. So that wasn't going to happen. I do really want... Okay, this is fun. So Lego Star Wars. I was playing co-op for a lot of this, and I think... Is there a trophy I was meant to get that I didn't? I feel like there's a trophy in here for beating the game, which I did, but I think it was this one. Yeah, I should have got this trophy, but it was some weird thing where only one of the 2 players could get the trophy. I was annoyed. I was annoyed by that. I need to go back and fix that. But I'm keen to replay that. I don't want to skip SingStar though, because I generally... First off, there are missables, but I've got them all. I did this all way back when, 2015, so it is possible for me to platinum SingStar in 2025. I still want to do this stuff, play them on the actual original launch date, Valentine's Day. There's a yeah, there is Christmas one. Oh, so there's actually 4. Oh, that's not a date. What am I saying? It's just this free. Yeah, this could be a really fun video trying to platinum SingStar in 2025. I would love that. But yeah, the only other ones that stick out to me here is Batman VR and Rick and Morty VR. Those I can definitely try and spit out. I just need to dust out the old PS4 and the VR system to do that. Black Ops 2, it's the only Call of Duty that has an unobtainable plat. And it's because I think of a game mode, League Play. I think they just got rid of that, and so they never made a workaround for that, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see. What is the lowest percentage for a game that I actually did beat the story? Rise of the Tomb Raider at 17%. I did finish that. Let's see, where is it? Complete the game on any difficulty. There's just a lot of DLC trophies. So yeah, one day. It's funny because like this almost was spelling the way for how many trophies these Tomb Raider games would have. The remasters. Oh, the 456 isn't too crazy. 65, 50, and 56. Here, 269 is just with no platinum as well. That's just unforgivable, dude. I can't believe that. That's absolutely insane. Destiny's a weird one because who's still playing the original Destiny? It's 100 hours. Am I really ever going to get to these games? Drive Club was one. Look at that, 14%. And I got pretty close to platinum. Look at that, I only have like 6 trophies left. Yeah. It's a shame. They done did it dirty, I tell you. What else we got? Deadpool. Black Flag. This is a weird one. I don't know if this is obtainable. I feel like the answer to that question changes every week. But they're remaking Black Flag as well, so that's sort of... That's also telling. That's also really interesting. Oh, look, this is a full comprehensive thing. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so that's one I should keep an eye on as well, because I could get locked out of that pretty darn soon. Grim Fandango's one I want to get to. I might even play it on my Vita, to be honest. Just because you can. Here we go. We've got some deep-rooted PS5 games here. Returnal. Saros is not that far away now, so this would be a good excuse to go back and play this. Let's see. Yeah, Mercenaries, I'm kicked out of. FIFA 14. There was no way I was ever getting... That was playing with my brother and my account was logged in and yada yada. That was a whole thing. You're going to see a lot of that down here, all these 6 and 5%ers. Actually, here's the thing. Metal Gear Solid 4, I did beat, but again, there were no trophies. So it looks like I barely started it. I did beat the game from start to finish. They got trophies really, really late, this game. Origins I'm locked out of. Silent Hill 2, I did actually start that a few months ago. Well, a few months ago. It was nearly a year ago now. I do want to get, properly play this. Because I do owe it to myself. Let's see. Pix the Cat. That's one I've actually tried several times to get back into recently. Some of this stuff is just annoying. You really got to get into the game. And what's funny is that a trophy like this, getting the top 10 arcade daily leaderboard, a trophy like this is probably really easy nowadays because who's playing Pix the Cat? The problem is you need to do certain things to unlock the daily leaderboard mode, and that's where I'm having trouble with that trophy, ironically. So there you go. But yeah, I think, look, how realistic is it that I'm actually going to get to any of these games? Like Gran Turismo 5 is locked. I love that it's a 500-hour plat, and the other reason it's locked out is because of these two online trophies. Share a track and take a photo. Those are the only two things that are... that's 5 minutes of a 500-hour plat. Just locked out for everyone. RAP in peace. Yeah. There's Gravity Rush 2, like I mentioned. I need to sit down properly. Escape Plan's probably one. It doesn't have a plat, but if I sat down to do it, I could probably smash this out as well. It's probably in the same vein as Stealth Inc. though, and that it might just be that I'm almost never in the mood to play it, and hence I'm never going to get to it. Avatar, that is right at the bottom of the list, and it's unobtainable now. There's some online stuff in there. Yep. So weird. Online trophies for the original Avatar game. But in terms of, I guess, this is the list of games that I could theoretically play to get this percentage go up like crazy. So right off the bat, the ones that stick out to me, obviously, like Valhalla is a massive game. That's definitely not going to be one I would do to bump up the score really quickly. Maybe the Ratchet & Clank Vita game. I did start playing this on the plane at the start of the year, and I played like 3 hours straight, and I still didn't pop an extra trophy, which I thought was strange. But Playroom VR, absolutely. It's only 5 hours. What, 44 trophies in 5 hours? And how many of them? 5 silvers, 5 golds. Yeah, I have no excuse. I just need to bust that out. I don't know about Plants vs. Zombies. It said 25 hours. Yeah, like I said, Escape Room would be a decent one. I do need to get to Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, obviously, Yotei. It's way too late for me to like catch up. Yotei's going to come out in a couple of days, but I do want to get to that. Not much is sticking out to me. Yeah, like I said, the Ratchet & Clank. I do want these older GTA games, San Andreas, Vice City. Actually, Vice City's not even on here because that was 0%, so I just deleted it off the console, but yeah, there's a bunch in here that I could see myself smashing out because that's kind of what I did initially with, if it wants to load for me. So yeah, games like Titanfall 2, Need for Speed Rivals, Tomb Raider, those were all games that were like 1-2%. And I figured those would be great ways to get my percentage back up. But yeah, so that's sort of where I'm leaning right now. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of new games that I also want to play. Yeah. Once I get through Kingdom Hearts, as you can see, then I'll probably start rolling back and knocking out a few more of these older games. So yeah, that's it. Look at me, I'm overexposed again. This is ridiculous. If you made it this far into the video, I mean, God bless you. You know, I'm glad you have an interest in my trophies, let alone yours. Yeah, this would be something that maybe every few months or 6 months I do, and we just cover the games that I played during that time. I guess the videos would be way shorter. But yeah, what do I have to say about 15 plus years of trophy hunting, 137 plats? It's been a journey, man, you know, and if I pull this up again, just to show you one thing, if we go to the trophy log, I mean, this is one of my favorite things about trophies. It's not just like that sense of achievement. It's the fact that it's basically a diary. Oh, they got missing timestamps here. That drives me absolutely nuts. My friend borrowed my Vita and did this monstrosity to my account. Look at that. Absolutely disgusting. But like, look at this. 2nd of March. History began. And what's funny is that I actually got my PS3 for Christmas. And what happened is that I made an account with my, I guess, age 13 or 14, whatever it was. Oh, I guess I was 12. I was 12 when I got my PS3. So it messed up my account because it was like an underage account. And I realized it was just going to be easier to sacrifice the trophies I had earned to that point between Christmas Day and March 1st. And just make a new account with an adult age, which is funny now because I am well above the minimum age to make an adult account. But, oh yeah, it's still going with that. But that's what's funny to me is, with that fun little nugget, we have otherwise what is a pretty perfect logbook of all the games I played. You could see, I love this. This is so fascinating because you just forget. After 15 years, you forget. Look at that. I was smashing out some Harry Potter trophies. Snuck one in there for GTA 4 before jumping into Modern Warfare 2 for the first time. And smashing those out. You know, it's just a log. It's a logbook. A history of memories. You know, with the timestamps and everything. I love it's, yeah. That's one of the main things I love about trophy hunting in general. It's not just that sense of achievement or like the, you know, I mean, I'm autistic, so of course I love all this stuff. I mean, look at all these 100s. I love it dearly, but the fact of the matter is it's also a logbook. And I think that's the most precious part about it all to me. So thank you for watching this massive video of my entire trophy collection. 8,500 trophies. Who'd have thunk it? I am Jake. I like trophies. We just looked at a bunch of them. And I'm sure I'll see you guys next time for something else. Take care. Bye-bye.